What is up, Raider Nation?
What's up, RaiderNation? Greetings and salutations to you all. What's up, my good people? Hope you guys are having a good day, great day. Monday, the day before Christmas Eve, on this wonderful December day.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do a recap of the game on Sunday with the Jaguars, and talk about what's next for the team and what that means, where we go from here, all that good stuff. um, so I would say I'm gonna preface this by saying if you have a faint heart, you should probably log off now. But because it's finna get real, as always. As always. All right. So shout out to anybody who's going to end up being here. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you, Raider Ryan. Of course, you're here.
Raider Ryan.
You might want to cover your ears, or I don't even know, man. I'm sorry.
This episode is going to get real today. It's going to get really, really real. Realer than real.
We're going to do some reflecting. So it is what it is. I've been around this piece for 40 years now as a fan. So I have some opinions. But you know what? I have guests. So let's start with guests, because they go first, right? Like, you had guests over, you make sure you serve them some food first, right? So that's what we're going to do. Black, how you feeling today?
Well, I'm like any good guest. They allow you to go first. The hosts allow you to go first. That don't mean you go in there and pig out and do the most. You kind of watch what the person do at the house. They offer you a drink, you take a drink. You don't ask for more than that. You kind of take it as it comes. And that's how I'm gonna go today, because for me, in my whole mind, I'm thinking that we gotta be the dumbest franchise ever, ever, legit ever, ever, forever, ever. Like, all I could think of was that, like, we were out there obviously trying to beat a team that was trying to lose. It should have been two teams out there trying to lose. It should have looked like a JV game out there, about 8 turnovers. It should have been the ugliest game you ever seen. But we jumping around like we just won a spot in the playoffs, which I couldn't understand that. And then the fans were happy. Well, some were happy, but then they were mad when we lost to Kansas City. I can't do it. So thank you for having me here. I like the drink and salutations to everyone.
Man. Yeah, that was interesting. It was very interesting to be in the stadium for that. Let's put it that way. Western?
Well, it was very, very unsettling to see and witness watching that game. Made my stomach churn, man, and it was this terrible thing to watch. Where we witnessed it. It was like I was at a funeral and I'm slowly watching the casket go into the dirt right now. We're slowly watching it drop, into the dirt right now. And it was, just every aspect of it is just horrible from every avenue that you could think of. I knew it. I knew it with AOC going into the game that we were going to win the game. I knew it. I seen it from a mile away. And but aside from that, I agree with Black, and I'm sorry, Raider fans, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, but that's why we are the laughingstock of the NFL. That's why we are just all the other teams just they point at us and they laugh at us, and how how much longer can we take this? We had the top pick, right, and it just slipped. We won a game that had zero purpose, zero benefit of winning that game, zero purpose of winning that game. And I'm going to say this too for all the fans out there, and I'm going to break your heart. I don't care if you're saying, "Oh, well, you're not a real fan if you want this team to tank." This goes for the content creators out there too, because
Yeah.
I've been watching your guys' content too, right? After the game, I was browsing everybody's stuff after, just trying to see where they were at too. And I'm not hating on them, but I just got to say, because we all have our own opinion, right? Um, if this is what you want to continue going forward with the Raiders, where you just want to continue to be toilet water, just for just ongoing years, then that's you. But I'm tired of losing. Let's change the narrative. You know what I mean? And for all the people saying, especially the content creator I was watching yesterday, I ain't hating on him because he puts out good content, but he was saying, well, Antonio Pierce paying for his livelihood, right? He has a guaranteed paycheck. Coaches get guaranteed paychecks. And to what he was saying, well, if he knows he's going to get fired, why would he want to benefit or help the team? Well, then you answer, or you tell me the real answer to that, because if he knows he's going to get fired, then he really has no outlook after this gig is up anyway, because he ain't going back to college. He will never be a head coach in the NFL ever again, because point blank, he just sucks. Maybe he might be a coordinator, but Antonio Pierce just sucks. I understand the players, they play to win because that's how they eat, right? But I'm not expecting them to go 3-and-out, each play, like some of the Raider content creators were saying. Well, what do you expect them to do? Go 3-and-out each time? No, come on, man. Like come on, like really, really think about it. Like, that's not what I expect them to do. But if the writing's on the wall, and if you have the number one pick in your hands, and there's only a few games left, why would you want to forfeit and surrender that first round pick? I don't understand it. So from Mark Davis to, and yes, I'm going to say it, to Mark Davis to Antonio Pierce too, was buffoonery. And it was just sickening to see. I was pissed off. I almost wanted to do a live yesterday because I was fired up, but I was actually happy that we didn't do it yesterday because I would have been a lot more outspoken. But it's just so much. So Raider fans, how much more of this can you handle? Honestly, how much more can you take?
Yeah, well, that's a good place to start. It's been 40 years for me, right? I started with the Schrader Berline stuff, trying to determine who we're going to have a quarterback between those two. One of my most early memories is my dad screaming because Morris Allen reverse field. Went to tons of games at every one of these stadiums, been at every home game this season. This team is irredeemable at this point. They're not the same team that I became a fan of. They're not the Oakland Raiders that represented hard work and hardworking people, that represented diversity and equity, and fucking had a maverick owner who knew the game more than pretty much anybody else, who outmaneuvered everybody else. That is not this team. Man, I cried when I touched Al's torch for the first time. But I can't do this shit no more. They don't represent me. This team does not represent me. They're unintelligent. They're fake. Mark Davis is down there dancing in the locker room afterwards. Are you kidding me? We playing checkers. Everybody else was playing chess. We look like idiots. And I don't care how people feel about it. I really don't. Because 40 years of this crap is enough. It's not going to change. The best we can hope for is corporate ownership. So they'll never be what I became a fan of again. And it's sad because I love that team. This team is not it. It's not the same.
You mean the franchise, right? Not
It's
the
this
team.
franchise.
You mean the
Yeah,
franchise.
that's what I mean. You know what I mean? I don't expect the players to throw games. That's not their job. But management got to know better than this.
Definitely.
Come on, man. Why are we playing checkers? Everybody else is playing chess. We, like you said, we try to beat a team that's purposely losing. We over here partying. The fan base out here, it's not ever going to be the same.
Yeah,
they over here for opportunities on TikTok and Instagram.
Some of you fans are delusional. You know what? Some of you fans got it backwards, man. So for all the fans who wanted us to win this game yesterday, remember that game that we won yesterday and hold that game dearly to your heart. And remember that game yesterday that we won next year when we ain't doing shit.
Or 10 years from now when you look back and we still haven't done shit. I hope that game was worth it.
Bro, the thing, you know, the funny thing is you did say that they start in AOC, we're going to probably win the game. You said it. I didn't want to believe it, but you said it, Western. You said it like clear as day. Like clear as day. You was like, I don't know, man. Something about it. So with all that being said is, no, you don't go out there and go 3 out. You do like they did. Go out there and try plays that y'all don't normally do, whatever it is. And you don't start AOC for one.
We got to bum you.
Like you don't start AOC for one. And the thing about it is, it's funny that we started the show here because this is the consensus of how we feel, because we didn't have a conversation prior to this. And I was just kept saying to my little cousin yesterday, I was like, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I said, I don't even like being a Raider fan no more. I'm not even a fan for one, but I was just like, I don't even like the Raiders like that no more. And then he was like, you know, the unfortunate thing about you, he said, it's in you, it's not on you. So I'm like, that's a fucked up position to be in, because I know damn well that this relationship is uber toxic, and I'm drained, and I'm just standing here and strays. Like, even when we in the best position, we find a way to fumble that. So like, what are we here for? The fan base ain't the same. That's all I've been talking about all years, the fans. I ain't been talking about our team. Every time I talk, I'll be like, our delusional fan base. Like, I don't trip on a situation as much as I trip on how people act during the situation. And that just shows me everything I need to know. So at this point, my hands are off. I don't know what's going to go on. This is all folly to me.
Yeah, man. What a wise man once said that the Raiders are narcotic.
Yeah, they
are.
The
thing about a narcotic is, you know, you just torturing yourself so that you could have relief one day. You can have relief when you take your hit, right? And I'm tired of torturing myself for the idea that one day I'm gonna get relief. I quit smoking cigarettes for this reason. I mean, it's like tying your shoes tight all day just so you could take them off at the end of the day. You'd be like, oh, my feet feel so good.
You know, so I just gotta say too, you know, aside from us having a horrible season, the high draft pick was something that gave me and a lot of other fans, and I'm sure including you guys too, something to look forward to going into the off season. But now it's like, what do we have, to look forward to now? Like it's like there's so much uncertainty. And I saw his comment here too. And I wanted to see what you guys thought, about this too before I chime in on.
I think it's hilarious. You think the other teams don't tank? You think the Patriots don't tank? Do you think these teams that won Super Bowls never tanked? Please, these are professional players. They're not children. They can see how things get set up. They probably play chess and not checkers. So I hear you, John. Talk to me after 40 years of this bullshit. Okay?
Well, the thing about
all players are unproven. You got to try.
Wait a minute. Let's not look at this one game in a bubble.
Weren't trying.
Let's not look at this one game in a bubble. Like, what you mean the message we sending them by losing the game, trying to get a draft pick? Like, what message we've been sending them all the way up into the game before last game? Like, it's not like we've been sending the message of we're turning this thing around. The one message that we did have is we can turn this thing around with a top draft pick where we could either get a quarterback or a generational player. But now that's out the window. So what message are we sending now? That's why Raider fans that's been Raider fans their whole life is sitting here looking at it like, you know what? I've seen this movie. I've seen Friday the 13th, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 5. I know Jason is in part 6. Like, come on.
Yes.
Like, come on.
And when you get to part 40, you just stop watching, bro.
Yeah.
I get it.
And then so
y'all want to win.
So let's be real here. So if the Raiders really wanted to get, Sanders or Cam Ward, right? They're gonna have to trade draft capital, which is something that I didn't want them to do. Like, why? Let me explain something too. It's ridiculous.
As a longtime Raider fan, let me be really clear. We are not getting a quarterback. No one is trading with us. We are not any team. They're gonna ask us for way more than every other team to make that trade. You should know that, being a fan this long, John. You should know that. We're not getting a quarterback, just like we didn't get Elway. We're not getting one. Book it.
Yeah, we definitely messed up
this movie before.
We messed up the church's money. Hey, what best case scenario? Where could we land right now? Best case scenario, not even best case scenario. Middle case scenario.
So look, I see us. I could definitely see us beating the Saints, man, and I see us just falling down more. You know what I mean? I realistically see us beating the Saints, man.
Oh yeah,
and
we probably
it's just and I like I don't even want to it's I honestly see us picking, you know what I mean, like at the 10 or higher when this is all done. Honestly.
And, get a good player because Telesco can draft will be a good player, but
we'll get the running back now because won't nobody draft him really, really high. So we'll
so I hear fans saying, okay, look, Tom Telesco could make things work, right? He's a great drafter. Okay, I understand that, and I like Tommy T too. But why would you want to forfeit all that when we had a gift wrap basket given to us with the first round pick? We had it. And for all the fans who didn't want to have that opportunity that we just had that was just seized and we gave that up, I don't understand where your mindset is at for winning a pointless game. So, but you guys are entitled to think what you think, but I strongly disagree with what you guys say. And for the fans who are thinking, well, AP was playing for his job, and he might win out, and he might be the coach of next year. I still don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening.
Oh man, that would be the most Raider thing to do. You know what? If he does stay as coach, that's what we deserve, right? That's what y'all want.
For sure.
Mediocre, badass.
But the worst thing to do is start working good once you already got HR drawing up your papers to get fired because you ain't been performing. Now all of a sudden you want to start working good once they already decided you ain't worth nothing. Like y'all, these Raider fans make every excuse in the book. They make excuses while we win. They make excuses while we lose. They've been making excuses. Aren't y'all tired of excuses? Excuses are for the weak and incompetent. So now we're both. We're literally both now. So I'm cool. Like I'm cool. I don't care. All y'all, all the people can say what they want to say, and I'm gonna look at y'all like they don't have no sense. That's it.
So, dude, so you are so perfect. So this is why I don't understand when I hear Raider fans or Raider content guys say, "Well, AP was playing for a job yesterday," but then I also hear at the same time, "Well, if AP knows he's getting fired, why would he help the team?" Those two in the same sentence does not make sense to me at all.
You can't say both though.
Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It's called delusion.
Make it make sense. And so sorry, I love you and creators and your fans, but you're wrong.
He said we will end up with an over-the-hill price veteran and a late-round quarterback project and being mediocrity next year with a mid-pick again. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's exactly what we always do. And miss me with the Dylan Gabriel is going to be as good as all these other guys' shit. Hilarious coming from a fan base that did not want a short, weak-armed, smart quarterback from the Pacific Northwest because we just had one of those. How'd that go? Man, miss me with that, okay? Raiders, it ain't even about the result. It's about the process at some point. Maybe we get lucky, but this is not a sustainable way to win. It will never be. And I don't see it changing. We just going to continue to be dumb.
No, we just stupid. We make dumb decisions, like, for real. Like,
yeah.
Like Callahan say, this is the dumbest team in America.
Like I can't believe that we're justifying giving up the #1 draft pick for
pointless
to
win.
Save AP job. Like, even if we save his job, so what? It ain't like man, you know what? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It don't make logical sense. It don't make emotional sense. It don't make no sense.
Mm-mm.
And, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But that's what happens when you get on narcotics, right?
yeah.
You should put that pipe down, but you just keep hitting that crack pipe, even though it don't make no damn sense.
But they say, keep on calling me.
Yeah. So there's also fans, right, who say, well, Sanders and Ward ain't guaranteed to be a hit, right? So let's get.
No one's guaranteed. But the number one pick is 7 out of 10%.
So I get that aspect, right? But so I will say I haven't seen film on Gabriel, right? So I can't give him the full aspect on that. But with me not seeing film on him, I still am more confident in getting Sanders or Ward over him, and I ain't even trying to be biased, like that. I'm just being real, and I just feel like with Ward or Sanders, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but hey, man, why would you want to let the first round pick just slip through your hands?
Yeah, no, I think it's hilarious, man. I question Mr. Tom Brady at this point. Michael Jordan was a great player. He's a horrible fucking GM.
Absolutely.
So he's not guaranteed to be able to do this job right. And if this is his first major input into a decision, then what in the hell? I don't think it's a coincidence that we heard this leak coming out about Dylan Gabriel is going to be just as he likes him just as much as Shador Sanders and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then this happens.
You know,
if this fool think Dylan Gabriel is on the same level.
Okay. You know what? We just got to see how good Brady really is as a quarterback talent of value.
Oh, are you trying to be serious? Right? I hope you're not being serious, bro. Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking.
The Mokes. Shout out to you. Right. So when Mark Davis said that he wanted to win out these last few games, right? I didn't really think he was serious, you know what I mean? But I thought he was just talking out of his ass, but you know, he was actually serious, you know, and you know, so bad from Davis, you know, bad coaching from, you know, Pierce, you know, and I love AOC too, right? And I knew when AOC was playing or when he was starting, I knew that it was a threat, that it would jeopardize our first round pick. I called it and I seen it. But when you have a chance to get, you know, Sanders or Cam Ward, you know, I got to take advantage of that.
And I just want to say, yeah, Demonks, thank you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. You didn't have to be here. You could be anywhere else, right? But I just disagree. See, the thing is, you have to play odds. Like, what are the odds that AOC is all of a sudden going to be an MVP candidate, or that some second round pick who's a 6-foot quarterback without a strong arm is gonna make it? I can tell you what the odds of the first pick quarterback being good are 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. You can't get a more sure bet than that. And what do we give it up for? To beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
What's crazy too is that AOC looked really good too. Like he was scrambling, he was running, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like.
Yeah, but you're gonna look good to a team that's not trying to win. Like,
yeah, like true. Yeah,
They're not trying to win. Like
Amir Abdullah looked like a 19-year-old phenom. You think that's a coincidence?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't watch none of the second half of the game, like none of it. Like I legit went and my mom was to make a banana pudding.
You saved yourself torture. You saved yourself torture.
You could, if you have watched enough games, I will tell you whether we're gonna win the game in the first 2 minutes or less. You can feel it.
So I just knew what they was on, and I was like, well, we just gonna sit here and capitalize on them not trying to win, and we're gonna mess around and win this game, and that's gonna set our franchise back another 2 years. So y'all wonder why the Raiders always be taking like 6 years, 8 years to turn a corner, because at every step we do something that set us back 2 to 3 seasons. Like I don't even look at the content creators, because I can't even see how they justify this, because it's gonna make me want to call them out. Because that means the rest of your content, y'all just saying stuff just for clicks. Like, that's what this is. And if that's what this is all about, then this ain't about a Raider fan or a Raider organization. This is like being clowns, a circus, like y'all say, like the laughing stock. I didn't want to believe we were this laughing stock, but then here we go do shit like this.
Yeah. I'm watching the Jags fans leaving. They're like...
Okay. Yeah, you know, hey, they dude. So I've seen Giants fans are like classic Raider fashion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You know, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I trust Tom Telesco too, but he can't work magic. We're not getting a quarterback.
No, Tom.
We're not getting a quarterback. You think it's a coincidence that all 6 quarterbacks last year went and the last one went one pick before we picked.
Trust me, I praise Tom too, and I've been saying this. He comes from the Bill Polian tree. You know, he's smart. Tom knows how to pick. You know, he's great, but we shouldn't have to trade up draft capital and all that. You know, I get what you're saying and where your comments from. I get it, but I'm just still baffled, and I don't.
Has all come forward, right? So instead of being able to use the extra draft capital that we have to fill those holes, the best we can hope for is that we give it all away so we get a player that we could have got for not giving up all that if we just, I don't know, didn't win a meaningless game against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And it's not just having the first pick either. It's the having the second pick first, the third round pick first. You know what I mean? Like all that is first in the first round, second round, third round. You know what I mean?
We'll just be like 7th or 8th in every round.
You know,
just watching all the best, like seen this movie before too many times, and the fact that we this was the choice, this is what we wanted to do.
So there's a bunch of fans.
Oh, okay, you don't like these quarterbacks, so we'll just do it next year, bro.
So
it's gonna be the same thing.
There's a lot of fans
too good next year to be this high pick.
Like him, and I'm not hitting brother at all. But who knows if the guys in the next draft are going to be as good as this pool?
Yeah,
and and I'm going to bring this up too. A lot of people say Arch Manning, right? Who knows? He might not come out till 2027, and his parents and his family ain't going to want him to come here with how fucked up we are.
He's not.
It ain't happening.
Here. If Eli, they wouldn't let Eli go to the Chargers, you think I'm gonna let him come here? This is a dumpster fire. We had a quarterback that wanted to come here. We had him right in our sights. He was tweeting every week about how he wanted to be here, and we were like, "Nah, we good. You
know, I can't think of a different. You know, like Sanders is the only guy I can think of in a long time. I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, who wanted to actually come to us, who was like praying, saying, "Okay, Raiders, get me, draft me." You know, I can't think of who else wanted to come to our team. But
they don't want him because his daddy is too loud.
You know,
we want a demure coach, I guess. Wait, but we love AP though, but we don't. Or I don't know. What is it?
You know what, man? And I just gotta say, man, hey, those who stir the shit pot gotta lick the spoon, and that's AP and that's Mark Davis.
Yeah, I've always felt differently, but at this point, I hope the league takes the team from him.
Mark Davis is a great businessman.
By not showing up to the meeting when he was supposed to talk to them about the team leaving. He shit on all the LA fans by going back to Oakland. And now he just shit on all the Vegas fans by doing what he just did. Y'all don't get it.
Yeah, he's good at bringing people to the building and the stadium and all that. Like he could pack the house, but he doesn't know how to run a football team at all.
He just shot himself in his face. I cut off his nose to spite the face. Because how much money would he have made with the Sanders quarterback situation? Right? So, yeah, we'll see.
So let's go on. Hey, can you hit his? So let's go to John's comment here.
John, what did he say? He said, "What happened to the Bears, Panthers, and Jaguars with their top quarterbacks? We don't know yet. The jury's still out, but I can tell you 70% of the quarterbacks picked number 1 have been successful. So I'd assume most of them will be successful. Bryce Young looked hella good yesterday.
Yep.
He's not done. Right?
Caleb ain't done yet.
Williams looked pretty damn good for a rookie to me. See, y'all expect him to come out and win a Super Bowl first year. That's not how it works. Right? You got to invest and take time. Jaguars, I don't know, but I don't think their quarterback is horrible. He looked like a good quarterback to me.
Lawrence is
So,
good too, man. Lawrence is pretty damn good.
But stats are clear. It's very clear how you get a great quarterback. The easiest way to do it is to draft them number 1. So, yes, we need lots of things. So let's trade all of our draft capital to get a quarterback. Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's try to get all these things and then not have a quarterback. You see,
why try to? Why I don't understand this. Why come up with all these
excuses for not getting a good quarterback? Like, it's insane.
Wait, why are we thinking of all these scenarios that we could do when all we had to do was just what we was doing the whole time was lose? Like, I don't get it. Imagine if they said to you, hey, if you shut up, you can walk out of here and you won't go to jail. But if you start talking, you might can do a year, or you can do 5 years, or you might can do 10, depending on how much you talk. And then they sit up there trying to get you to talk, and then what your stupid ass do? Start talking.
And be like, well,
when you ain't been talking
I get a good lawyer, and I'm gonna fight all this. Man, we gonna win a trial.
But you ain't even been talking the whole time, though. The whole time you ain't been talking. Now all of a sudden you want to start talking. Like, why? Why? Your pride.
Like, it might all work out, the folks, but it's a dumb ass process.
And I get his aspect, right? But dude, like, top quarterbacks don't grow from like trees, and I honestly feel like Cam Ward and Sanders will pan out good.
And why you acting like this quarterback had to start next year? You see, they don't have to start. You just have them. Mm-hmm. You let them learn, and then as you build the rest of the team that's ready for them to start, you let them start.
Receiver, running back, linebacker, corner. We could always draft them in the draft after we get. If we did have, so if we did have the first round pick, we should have went quarterback and then fill all the holes after.
Like you said, we'd have the first pick in each round.
Yep.
Right. So
we would have the first pick in each round.
Pick in the third round, the extra third pick that we got for DA
opportunity. Exactly. Round. We have so much picks. So a lot of Raider fans got to remember how much picks we have.
And you're not going to win without that quarterback, dude. It doesn't happen. Quarterbacks make a huge difference. I remember Brady, they won, and they literally had wide receivers starting at corner. So don't tell me about, the rest of the team is shitty. They look this bad because our quarterbacks are shitty. Because our head coach is shitty. Man.
Hey, look, y'all need to stop. And when I say y'all, this is whoever it applies to. Stop making rationales for stupid shit, because then it make you look stupid. Like,
no, we weren't
for real.
thinking.
Stop coming up with all these scenarios about what about this, what about that. Like, no. You literally had the number 1 pick. There's no need to come up with anything else. Nothing.
And I'm not surprised. That's the worst part. We called it. We called the stupidity ahead of time and then still did the stupid ass thing. I'm not surprised.
Shout out to my boy James, who's in the chat right now. I see you in the chat, brother. My boy James is in the chat.
Oh, man.
That is my boy right there, man. Shout out to my boy James, man.
The game is so soft now. Any quarterback has a chance to be good. Not true. Just not true. I'm sorry, James. That's not true.
Every quarterback in the league don't even know how to read defenses. They hanging on by a thread. It's not that simple.
They should just roll with AFC then, huh?
Pretty much. He knows our offense. He knows our culture.
He has a chance. Everything's a chance, but you got to bet on the best chances. That's how teams win. Our process is so jacked. We over here wishing and hoping and praying and wishing and hoping. That ain't how it works. That's why we're here now. This process is why we are bad. We have drafted a quarterback in the first round 3 times. At this point, we won't be drafting one this year. If we do, we have to give up all of our draft capital. If somebody would even do that, they probably won't, because smart teams don't trade away great quarterback play. They pick it. There's quarterback teams ahead of us that need a quarterback. You think they're trading back? You think they won't trade up ahead of us? They have more to give up because they have a higher pick. Because we beat the Jaguars.
Yep.
Yay.
So I understand the aspect of what he's saying here in this comment, right? You win because it's the right thing to do, right? But not when you're on a 10-game losing streak and when you're playing.
To give me outliers. The stats are the stats, okay? Yes, some quarterbacks flop, but 7 out of 10 quarterbacks picked number 1 were successful. Go look at the history. Challenge me if you think it's wrong. It's right. And Baker Mayfield's story is not done. Neither is Sam Darnold. His team is probably going deep in the playoffs.
Baker's playing pretty damn good right now. Sam Darnold's playing pretty damn good right now.
You know who gave up on Baker Mayfield? A dumbass team, Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
We went from the number 1 slot to the number 6 slot. And then if we win one more time, we'll be around the 8, 9, or 10 spot, right?
Yeah. And
we could you know what? I don't get it.
You get in draft capital if you go from 1 to 6, like trade back.
So you don't that's a good place to go grab Genty at somewhere in there,
huh?
I mean, we can almost say that that's a good spot where we can grab Genty then.
Mm-hmm.
Like safely.
I like Genty too, right? But I like our first round pick better. You know, when we had that chance of getting, either Ward or, Sanders. I just have a different outlook than other fans here. Some people don't value the first round pick or see the same vision as some of the other fans, and that's cool, right? But
did you say you want me to trust the Raiders process? Why? Where
has that been? We've only had 5 winning seasons since the Super Bowl. Like.
And why do I gotta trust the process? We had the pick. We did need to, why? Why would you put yourself in a position where you gotta hope, wish, and pray when you have it in your hands?
Yep.
Because you wanted to beat the Jaguars in the meaningless game they're trying to lose? What do we get from that? Do you feel good inside because we beat the Jags? Is that really? Do you?
Yep.
Because I don't care. Next year, do you think I'm gonna be bragging because we beat the Jags? Hell no. It don't matter. The Jags fans were happy.
Yep.
They got to get Travis Hunter probably.
Yep. Giants fans are happy
too. They get it. And they're an expansion team. Damn.
Amen on that, man.
Sweet God. Checkers, chess. We're playing checkers.
Playing Chinese checkers.
Playing fucking chess. But we got that victory. Yay.
That's why I'm telling all these fans, remember this win here and hold it dear to their heart. Because I'm telling you, man,
they're so rare now that the fans at the stadium are just happy to be present when one happens, taking pictures like, I was here when we won. Oh my God. That's where we are. Shit is embarrassing. Wow. I mean, Coupon Tom is the only quality GM with actual experience we had in a very long time. Great.
Yeah, he's a good GM, but
true.
We still beat the Jags and put him in a worse spot. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm gonna just say there's no excuse in my eyes at all. Whatever anybody has to say for whatever reason you think that is okay for us to win that Jags game, I'm not gonna buy it. So
oh yeah, they playing well now, and so we should just build the team first before we draft a quarterback. How many times, if you build the team first, guess what? You're going to have a middling record. You're not getting the quarterback. There's a reason why quarterbacks get drafted by bad teams and then they build the team around the quarterback. If you do it the other way around, you have a low first round pick and you don't get a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get lucky and reclaim them off a scrap heap like the Raiders have done every time we've been good. That's luck. That is not a good process. If you become a millionaire by playing blackjack in Vegas, more power to you, but that shit is not a good process. Get a job. Go to college. Those are good processes. Sweet God. Like, y'all got to stop making excuses for the stupidity, bro. Just stop. This is dumb. Somebody explain to me why this win was worth it. Somebody please explain to me why this one win versus a team that was trying to lose, that is horrible, is worth it.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I don't care how good Tom Telesco is. You gave him less ability to do his job. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe.
You know what?
Not.
We are gonna have to. We're gonna have to pray for a shooting star.
Because you know how lucky the Raiders always are, right? Come on now.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand why these. So look, I am like trying to say y'all in the chat, but most of the Raider fans here, aren't you guys tired of losing? Aren't you guys tired of the same old shit every year? Aren't you guys sick of it? Aren't you sick of it?
I mean, you know.
When is it going to be enough? When is it going to be the breaking point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, when do we start running our franchise like professionals do? Like, bro, if you don't think teams are strategic about when they win and lose, then what do you play chess? Do you sacrifice pawns when you play chess or no? Or are you like, no one can take my pawns. No, we're not losing any pieces. Play that way and see if you win. Y'all gotta wake up, man. We're not gonna get lucky. You know? Okay. Keep watching. Wake me up when this shit work. It's been 40 years.
I agree. You know, we're all entitled to our opinion, but I agree with what Hot's saying. You know, you build with a quarterback, you build around the quarterback. That's what every good team does.
Bro, you know what go look at the stats. Stop bringing out outliers. You listen. I'm sorry, man.
I hate it when
you do logic.
Oh my goodness.
Okay?
I hate it when people bring up Tom Brady, dude. I hate it. Look, that was luck. They hit on a golden shooting star with that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I give, you know, look, they drafted Brady. That was a great gem, right? That was a diamond in the rough pick right there. What are the odds of us finding a Brady in the 6th? And then they're going to say, well, how about Purdy? What are the odds of us finding a Purdy? You know what I mean? So I'm tired of Raider fans saying that too. I'm sick of it. We are the Raiders. We are who we thought we are. Come on.
Okay, so we know that 77 out of 10 quarterbacks who are drafted with the number 1 pick are successful quarterbacks, right? So, like, what percentage of 6th-round picks are successful quarterbacks? Only Tom Brady. There's been a lot of quarterbacks picked in the 6th round. Only Tom Brady.
And if you guys
Mahomes
think too,
was a
like
1st round pick, fool. He was
every
like the
single
10th
draft,
pick.
every draft class, every single year, who is getting picked in the top 5? Every single draft
He
class.
said Sam Darnold will be available. No, he won't.
It's
Not
a
if they
quarterback.
win, they're gonna keep him. Why would they get rid of him? And you want to try to reclaim another quarterback that you just said?
You know what? I'm telling you. So I said this yesterday, right? So this might be the most classic Raider thing that we're gonna do. And if this happens, say so. Look, I said it first, and I want y'all to play this back. We're gonna sign Danny Dimes and sign Najee Harris on a super high ass contract deal. And I said it first. That will be the most typical Raider ass thing to do.
I think Telesco is smarter than that. So, we might, if for some reason the Minnesota Vikings are stupid and decide to go to JJ McCarthy when they just had a quarterback take them deep into the playoffs, probably, or lead them to a really good record, then we'll probably throw the bank at Sam Darnold and be a middling ass team for the next 10 years.
You know what? I like Sam Darnold too, right? But I don't, man. Why the F would we want Sam Darnold? Look, he'd be a great bridge quarterback if we had Sanders or Ward, but I'm tired of the same old shit.
But they only saying Sam Darnold because they looking at it in hindsight. Wasn't nobody checking for Sam Darnold at the beginning of this season.
Nope.
He was with the Niners. He was a backup for the Niners, and he was on his way out the league too.
Yeah.
And he just ran into a good situation because now he got a chip on his shoulder.
It's that Viking system too.
Let me explain. Go ahead.
Y'all think people gonna come to the Raiders and be inspired to prove the league wrong and all that? We're not that team no more.
Nope.
We're not that. We're not that no more. We're literally trying to. They threw a life. Look, we didn't even have a life preserver. We had one of them whole life boats right there, and we didn't want to get on it. Like, we are stupid. Like, ain't nobody gonna come. Like, y'all keep talking about these quarterbacks. They didn't go in the 1st round. This situation, all these anecdotal situations. They got good coaches too. We ain't even got good coaching. I can see we had good coaching. We don't have good coaching. We don't have no running backs. We ain't got no quarterbacks. We got a suspect defense. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
So, yeah, you're talking about good coaching. Guess what? Why would a good coach come here now?
Hell no.
He had a quarterback that he was going to be able to compare himself with. Now there's no reason to come here.
Absolutely. So for all the fans who wanted Ben Johnson, nope.
No. Slowick, nope.
The only hope of getting a good caliber coach was that 1st round draft pick that would tie to a good coach like Ben Johnson or a high caliber coach.
Why did Harbaugh go to San Diego? Because he likes the quarterback there. What do we have to offer a good coach? A team that is perennially shitty, a owner who has a quick trigger, right? And the league against us.
Yep.
This is how you get fired. This is how you ruin your career, is to be a coach here.
Yep.
Why would you do that? We're not getting a good head coach now.
Yep.
We're going to get whoever we can scrap together. We might as well just fucking keep AP now. We're not getting nobody.
No, we relying on Telesco to pull a rabbit out his ass.
Right.
When he already had the rabbit in his hand. He had a rabbit in his hand, but y'all rather it come out his ass because
I guess don't want that rabbit.
Because y'all be watching David. Who's out in Las Vegas that be doing? It ain't David Blaine no more. It was it Chris Angel? Is he around still? Who else is it? Like, fuck. Like, y'all rather see some shit. Like, y'all rather go, instead of having the 1st round draft pick. Like, y'all wild, bro.
Listen, you like Jack and from Jack and the Beanstalk, man.
Maybe
you
my
go to the market, they got real beans right there. You got to pay for them and shit. But you like, nah, let me get the magic beans. Let me get the
so
magic beans.
Mike.
No, they like these are
Vrabel.
oak tree beans. Like these are for sure. They like, no, give me the magic beans.
I want to try the magic beans.
So all the good coaches are out the door aside from Mike Vrabel, just because of the connection with Tom Brady. But aside from Mike Vrabel, all the other good coaches don't even think about it. Like it ain't happening.
Hope. I mean, I guess that's our only hope is Vrabel. Maybe Vrabel will come.
No, give me the magic beans. No,
I want the magic beans.
Shit. We need a lot more than some magic beans. We need some magic beans. We need some sensu beans. We need some fucking. We need everything. We need everything, dude.
Bro. He said we have to give. It shows that you have to give trust to the new GM and give him a chance to evaluate talent. What does that have to do with anything that happened right now? He still would have had all that chance. He just would have had the number 1 pick. So
that boy went up to the roulette wheel and said, "Hey, I'm putting it all on green."
Yes. Hey, have you seen the Futurama episode where what's his name go? He get all that money. Is he win at the thing? He'd be like, "Oh, let it ride. Let it ride." This thing up to like $264 billion, something crazy like that. And he was like, "Let it ride." And then he lost. And he was like, "Oh, easy come, easy go." That's us. That is us.
Y'all, boy, y'all bet up, man. I better not look at these Reddit content creators and boy, y'all.
Hey, so
you better than me. You better than me because I promise you, I would be naming them today if I seen. I promise you. I'll be naming them. I'll be like, y'all have no credibility from here on out. I don't give a damn how many subs you got. I don't care how many people. I don't care how many times y'all type W in the chat. I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all niggas is done. I'm sorry, y'all just done.
No, so I just have to say now, I get it. We're all on the same pirate ship, right? But some of y'all Raider content creators, man, like get a fucking grip, man, because some of y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. And I never ever like talk down and like talk bad, whatever. And I appreciate all the different opinions and aspects that we all share, which I deeply appreciate, because that's what makes it all different and worth watching, which is why I watch it. But some of you guys, man, I watch you guys' stuff, man, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like
serious right now?
Yeah,
like,
man.
It's different when you're a fan. Like, I get it. Like, and you don't have all day to be doing this, right? This is not like a job or anything like that or whatever. And you're doing the best you can with the information you have, and you want to see them win. And when you have a chance to watch them, I understand that fully. But if you're a content creator, you got no excuses for that shit. None. I don't want to hear it. I just don't. Nope. And if you want me to come on the show and debate you, please invite me. Please.
Same here.
Too.
Same here.
Same
here.
Hey,
for all the Raider content guys,
it.
I would love to just go on your show just to speak my piece. I don't want to go on your show to be viral or to be famous or anything. I would love to just voice my thoughts. You know what I mean?
Drafting a quarterback number 1 is not the magic beans. They are 7 out of 10. If you don't think the Sanders is good, okay, draft Cam Ward then.
Bro,
right?
With one game, we lost the potential to get a quarterback, a generational player, a good coach, a good anything. Like, we lost so much with that one loss. I mean, with that one win. Like all year when I was like, well, we should be still trying to play to win so we can see what we got. Then we get back into a corner where we obviously can't get out. We've painted ourselves into an obvious corner now. There's no way out the corner now, like none now. Where we used to at least have one little strip we could try to tiptoe or whatever. We obviously painted ourselves in a corner, and what do? We pull out a bucket of paint and then draw a strip right down the middle and walk out. Like, why the fuck we wasn't doing this all? You know what? Because the other team was trying to lose. Like, so y'all, this illusion that y'all got going on, it seems like it's gonna get worse now because now we're gonna be desperate. Like, we're gonna be desperate for sure, especially if we looking like anything like this next year. Anything, and I don't see how we don't. I don't see it. I don't care who we draft. Who we gonna draft?
Why too though? Which I just have to say, which is why fans and other Raider content creators out there, they buy into the shit to where it's okay to lose the game. It's all right to pass on a first round pick. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, please, because it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
It's just trying to rewrite history, you know, trying to spin it and shit. I don't want to hear it.
And I'm gonna tell all the fans out there too watching, I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. This ain't no fucking Cupcake Factory fairy tale fucking shit.
Yeah. No Pollyanna bullshit, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this is cool. It's not. This was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a sports team do, period. Hands down.
I'm talking about ever, though. I'm talking about dumber than Leon Lett going to go hit the ball at the goal line. I'm talking about dumber than Leon Lett getting caught with pounds in the trunk. Ain't that Leon Lett? Or whoever it was. Dumber than Jamarcus Russell, dumber than Michael Vick not reading the playbook and fighting dogs. Dumber than anything you can think of. Anything.
Dumber than calling a timeout when you don't have one. And
all that is dumber than that.
You're stupid. All of it. This was dumb. Like, there's no way you're gonna tell me this was smart. This was not. Come on, y'all know better than that. Y'all know this was stupid.
And I think what our problem is the fact that they don't recognize how stupid it is shows us their delusion. And we're looking at the state of our team, our franchise, and our fan base like, what the hell is going on? like the fact that y'all don't recognize this, that's the issue. It's not the fact the Raiders did it, because we understand the Raiders, they find new ways to do some stupid shit all the time. Like, that's what makes them the Raiders. They figure out ways to do that kind of stuff all the time.
Defeat from the jaws of victory. That's who we are. We snatch defeat from the jaws of victory over and over.
Classic Raider bullshit, man. And I love this fucking team, and that's why it angers us so much, because we invested our time, our fucking lives, you know, into watching this shit, and it's the same story.
Oh, you ain't gonna tell me I don't love this team. Are you kidding me? If anybody that knows me at all knows how I feel about this team and how much I dedicated to this team, why do you think I live here? You think I chose Vegas for no reason? I moved here just for that. And I went and got a job at the stadium that I'm overqualified for. Y'all tripping.
And yes, it is dumber than getting Jamarcus over Calvin, because at least Mark Davis had a vision. We ain't got no vision. His vision was wrong. That's all. And he relied on somebody that didn't have the vision for themselves. Ain't nobody got no vision over here. Y'all can't tell me Tom Brady co-signed this. Y'all can't tell me that. Y'all can't tell me Tom Brady co-signed this. I'm sorry. So, okay. Yeah, I don't know how this makes sense on any level.
This is just, you know, complete nonsense. This reminds me of the draft when we drafted.
Max, if you're listening, get out now.
So the draft we drafted Cleveland Farrell. We won a bullshit game. We should not have won, and that's when the 49ers got a better pick and they drafted Bosa. You know what I mean? Like we could have had Bosa instead of Farrell. You know what I mean? Like
here we beat the Broncos in a meaningless game, and they,
you know what I mean? Like we could have had Bosa right now. Like I could keep on going and going with like some stupid ass shit we've done, but I'm just trying to give you guys an example about like how winning a meaningless, purposeless game could change the trajectory of getting a fucking good player. Pardon my cursing, but that's how much I'm pissed off about this.
And like Black said, it's not just a good player. It's a chance at a top coach. Like it's a chance at
Exactly.
a top staff. It is a chance to actually win over the Las Vegas fan base and not have people leaving 10 minutes before the end of the game because they just want to beat traffic and get to the tables.
Yep. When I saw also AP and Mark Davis, all the players dancing in there yesterday, it reminded me of the scene in Moneyball where they're all dancing in there and shit, and Brad Pitt comes in and he hits the shit with a baseball bat. That's what I felt like doing. I felt like I wanted to be Brad Pitt.
I was Brad Pitt for sure. I'm sitting in there, these fans is just so happy. They do a little TikToks and take Instagram photos. We were here when we won. Look how cool I look in my costume.
Yeah, man, it's.
See, I ain't see all that. See, I ain't seeing the celebrate. I ain't seeing all that because that's just gonna make me mad. Like I'm gonna start talking crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw the post game speech from AP. I saw him dancing. I went on all these Raider dudes lives after, and I'm hearing all the shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck?
You said that was on the GM though. Listen. Yes, it was. Okay. I don't understand what your point is. The GM made it back on. But guess what? If you think that Jamarcus is a good quarterback, of course you pick him first because he's a quarterback. Guess who else thought Jamarcus was a good quarterback? The whole drafting community.
Yep.
I don't know if you were paying attention because I was all up in there too, but they all loved him. The other quarterback was Brady fucking Quinn. So
yep.
Hey, why is all these thumbnails with AP smiling at his press conference? Was he?
That's so that's what bothered me too, man. Is the other fans and content creators saying, "Well, you're mad because Antonio Pierce out here smiling. He's playing for his livelihood and all." I'm like, dude, get out my fucking face with that shit, dude. Like playing like that win does not seal his job. That doesn't mean anything, dude. He's fucking. I don't understand why he's so. You know what? I can't even answer that question, but it angered me, dude, and I get it. So Mark Davis told him, okay, don't lose this game, right? But that's even dumber on Davis. And if we really weren't tanking throughout the whole year, why do we choose to win now? Like I just don't understand. I don't understand.
All the people that were saying that AP is a good coach that we were tanking on purpose? Where are they at?
Right?
Where y'all at? Oh yeah, okay. See, your theories keep falling apart. Your little theories.
He ain't a good coach, man. And Antonio Pierce is a good player. He was a great Giant champion, all that, but he's not a good coach.
No,
he's not.
He's been coaching this bad on purpose. How bad of a coach do you have to be that winning a game proves you should be fired? That's how bad he was. People was like, "Oh, he's doing it on purpose. He purposely this bad." Come on, man.
You know what? I don't like this team.
Dude, there's so from Mark Davis to Antonio Pierce, you know what I mean? It's just I'm gonna say this, you can't blame the players for going out there and they're playing their hearts out, right? I get it. But there's difference, like Hot said earlier, between the players and the front office.
Exactly.
Big difference.
Big difference. Players play to win every time. That's their damn career. Their job is to win. They got to play beyond this team. They might not even be here next year. But the damn management.
They wasn't even happy. They was fronting like they was happy they won. Like they was all like, yeah. Like I could see if they was disillusioned, if they was delusional within their own selves and was like, we were playing for each other. Fuck what everybody else talking about, and they were authentically happy. Nah, they was over there like, yeah, we won. It's hard to win in the NFL. This is a good feeling, right, guys? They was like, yeah.
Hey, so
and I'll make sure I'm going in the
everybody went to their locker.
Yeah, yep. I guarantee you that if this shit keeps going on, Max Crosby traded.
Yeah, I would want to leave too.
Bowers traded. It's
If I'm Brock Bowers, please, Brock, just stay healthy for these years. You have to be here, and then find a real team. Max, get the fuck up out of here. Jacoby, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Please.
And I don't want them to be traded, but let's be real here. Like, let's come back down to earth here. You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna want to play for this dysfunctional ass team?
Yes.
Like, if we had a quarterback, if we were winning games, aside from the quarterback, if we were winning changes everything. Winning changes the culture. Like the great John Madden said, winning is a great deodorant. You don't stink. Winning is a great deodorant.
Like, so cue the Max Crosby trade request in the offseason. And when he gets traded, everybody will be, oh, he's such a bad, evil man for wanting to get out of here. No, he's not. No, he's not. He should want to get out of here. This is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, with the emphasis on dumb.
Dumpster fire. Yeah. Like
I don't even, bro. You know what, bro? I swear, man. If somebody say something to me that try to make sense out of this, I might cut your ass out. For real, like I'm not even like as whatever my attitude, my personality is. I'm not a disrespectful type person because I don't like to be disrespected. Hey. Who does? You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, this is so personal. Like not personal, like my feelings hurt, but it's so personal because like I've seen this so many times. Like I'm not about to sit here and get gaslit by this whole community into thinking that this is something that it's not. I'm not about to let that happen. So before I let that happen, I'd rather fight each one of y'all metaphorically, onlinely, or however y'all want to do it, one by one. I'd rather do that. I think I'll have a better record than the Raiders doing that. So
watch other Raider content guys out there. They will sell you. They will try. They will try.
Try what?
Try to tell you that it's okay, that it's all right. They will try to. They will try to make it make sense.
Yeah. No. See, Demokes, what it is I actually care about these players as people. Max Crosby don't deserve this shit. He's one of the best players I've seen. He don't deserve this bullshit. He deserves to actually have a chance to win, bro. Yeah. Brock Bowers is one of the best players I've seen at tight end. You don't deserve this bullshit where you have his whole career just wasted.
Like, come on, like we got to be real here. Like
for my entertainment,
brother.
No, that's a real person. That man deserves something.
If the Raiders don't have a winning season consistently, or if we're just on a downward spiral and we don't do anything, they're gonna want to go. Just like every good player we always had. That's just facts, and I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I'm not gonna bullshit. I ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear, but that's just facts, brother. They're gonna want to go.
Yep. I've been a player. It is not fun to lose like this. It is not fun at all. You're taking the joy away from these people. They dedicated their lives to this game because they love it, and you taking all that joy away for what? So you could win a game here against Jacksonville or a game there. No, man. Let these players who actually love this game and have talent go prosper somewhere. Because it's not going to be here with this bullshit. Not with this process. If we had a process where we were making sense, okay, then hang tight, hang tough, right? But who's making these choices?
Bro.
Hey, go to his
It's the owner. That's the only person that can make this call. GM can't make this call.
Go to his other thing he just posted, please.
No, but I don't give a damn because Mark Davis is supposed to go to the locker room like they did in Major League and be like, y'all better tank. Y'all better freaking lose. Like he should have made a special trip and been like, look, check this out. I know this season ain't ended the way we wanted to, but let's go on and play this game out, and let's see some of the other players that don't normally get opportunities to play, and we're gonna let y'all play the game out. And then everybody will know, because the writing on the wall is that we really tanking right now because our best players are going to go get surgeries that they would normally go get during the off season. So you do that kind of stupid stuff. We don't care what they say about us, but no, we'd rather have them talk about us like this. Like, instead of being like, forget that they was tanking, like, y'all rather have them be like, the Raiders are stupid because they was trying to save face because they wanted to make it look like they wasn't tanking. Y'all dumb, bruh. Y'all, that's just dumb, man.
All eyes on G said, great talent won't get their flowers here as long as we lose them, so why bother coming here? Exactly. This is why we have to overpay for free agents now. That's why we can't get a good coach.
There is no reason to come here.
And if you hear and you're good, there's plenty of reasons why you should be trying to leave.
They send you here. This is the NFL graveyard. They send you here. Your career is on life support.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
players come here and just get the bag.
We used to be the team of the decades. We had championships in every decade.
I had that whole book. Did you have that book when you was
a
kid? The team of the decades.
Yeah, that's what we were.
All the stats in there.
We ain't nothing like that. So
all those days are over, bro. I hate to say it, bro, but that shit is over with, bro. And I hate, to like say that because I had pride in saying that we were the team of the decades, bro. But we ain't shit.
Facts. Remember Zach Miller? He was on the first thing smoking. Hey, state tax is why you come here to get the bag, not to actually be a good.
Right. You don't care if you win or lose at that point. That's why we got the product that we get. And that's why we get the product that we get, because we got a bunch of players that don't really care like that. And then when you got a head office that don't know how to direct them, it don't matter.
And you know what? Like, as much as I don't like AP right now or whatever as a coach, this ain't AP fault. AP can't make this call. There's one person responsible for this bullshit, and his name is Mark fucking Davis.
Yeah, for this one, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This is all Mark Davis. This ain't even AP. AP just need to get fired because how stupid he just looked just all the time. Even you look stupid in winning. Like, you just don't look right, bro. You don't I don't care if you was black, white, or whatever, just the way you play now, it's like we went from one clown to another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trip because you wasn't supposed to be a clown. You know what it's supposed to be? You played yourself into being a clown. Like, man, we had everything set up for you. You were supposed to be the ringmaster, but now you want to go jump in the ring and do tricks. You want to juggle an elephant on your head or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck what we doing. Like, what the hell, bro?
I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. Like, you were supposed to be the chosen one, bro.
I've seen that shit from a mile away, dude. And I knew it. I wanted to give him the chance, but I knew it. And he sold all the Raider fans. He sold y'all the 6'4" Impala, the Air Forces, the ill intent, the violence. he sold it well, man. Hey, I give him props. He sold
I ain't
y'all.
never bought into none of that part.
He sold y'all good, man.
I bought into the passion the team had, right? The fact that they were all in, right? And that, they seemed to be ready to go, right? Yeah. So, but man, that did not work out. Y'all keep it going. Hold on a second, okay?
Yeah.
I hope it's the fans looking for the Raider team because they missing. Because we definitely don't know what's going on. And like I said, you win championships from the franchise down, and we did not make a good business decision at all. At all. That was supposed to be a business decision. Y'all talking business decisions. That was supposed to be the business decision. Like, we were supposed to not win these last 3 games. Like, very, very losable games. Like,
yeah. And it was just, final few games left with had zero purpose. We would have stayed in the first round pick to have a first round pick. And I just don't, I can't fathom why some fans would want to sacrifice and jeopardize giving that up to win, to forfeit our quarterback, a potential good coach, and just our general future when it's all said and done, when it could potentially hinder us for good and just set us back for 2 to 3 years, and I'm tired of getting into the old journeyman guy and
we'll see him next year.
And yeah. Sign the GOAT. He is the GOAT, Nathan Peterman. Hey man, he might just come in and just salvage everything. That is funny. Oh man, fire AP as soon as they picked booger eating Minshew over Aiden Silvertooth. Look, man. Look, we got Garner, right? And as much as I like AOC, he was the better choice for us to win games. And I don't hate on that choice at all. But it was a bad move on Antonio Pierce to pull Garner and go with AOC so early in the season. You can't just be so wishy-washy like that. You got to choose one guy, and that is your guy, and you go forward, until the wheels fall off. And
yeah, so we had 2 quarterbacks whose biggest strength was their ability to grasp the offense and command it. And what we decided to do, make sure they had half as much time to prepare in the preseason, right? We set up an offense where, they're literally like 2 opposite style quarterbacks, so we don't even have 2 quarterbacks that can run the same offense, right? And so we had a guy in AOC who won games last year, who probably got AP's job the way he played last year. What they do, they went and changed the offense to where it was one that don't even fit him. We had a running back go wild the last couple games of the season. What do? We changed to a zone scheme when his biggest problem is being able to read the holes. I don't know if y'all know how zone runnings go, but a zone running back, literally, that's all they do.
Yep.
I don't care no more, bro.
It's
I can't care no more. I got all the cares gone.
It's just, I've said this over and over and over, and you can watch the like past things that I've done on here too. There's just so much bad with and Antonio Pierce, but it does start from the top 2 though. From Mark Davis, Antonio Pierce ain't a good coach. We have no O-line. We got to get our franchise quarterback, which is key. Franchise quarterback, like all the good teams have that go to the playoffs on a constant basis. What do they have? They have a franchise quarterback. So that's what it's time that we start doing things the right way and run our team like a constant professional. I'm tired of being the garbage pail kids of this league, you know. Giants fans are like, thank you so much. Jags are happy right now. You know, it's just
Patriots,
you know,
good
you know,
job
I'm
helping
just
the Patriots out.
you know, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. And we had a terrible season in the draft. Having a high draft pick was my only outlook that I had going forward into the off season. So I'm being as honest as I could be. And that's what I will always bring to the channel is honesty.
Yeah, you know, I understand people being down on Getsy or whatever, but I remember when everybody was like, Getsy is horrible. So we brought in Norv Turner and Scott Turner, and then we scored less points per game than under Getsy.
Man.
So,
you know what? I go back to that, right? And seeing how bad how Coach AP is, I'm starting to believe that it was mostly on Antonio Pierce now. You
it's
know,
him, bro. It is
you
him.
know, like it ain't Getsy, man. You know, like. But hey, you know what? It's done. Getsy's gone. You know what?
Like, who hired him?
Exactly
AP,
right.
Right.
All these coaches that we have on our staff now, who hired them? Who picked them?
And listen, I respect the shit out of that. I'm not saying that you got to feel how I feel. You can feel however you want to feel. I'm telling you how I fucking feel. My feelings make sense. So do yours.
You know,
so but this is how I feel.
We're just being honest, right? Like, like we aren't gonna just get our Raider gear. You know, I'm not gonna throw my hat in the garbage and take off my Raider hoodie and be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go be a freaking Eagles fan or some shit like that. No, never. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be a fan of the Raiders, right? But what I'm trying to say is, how much being a dumpster fire, bottom of the barrel team can you take for so long? When we had a first round pick, it was there. It was there, and we won a pointless game. You know, and you guys feel the way you feel. I'm gonna feel the way that I feel. I ain't gonna be all upbeat and happy as all these other fucking Raider content dudes out there who's gonna sell you on some bullshit. That ain't me. You know, be like, oh, it's fine, man. You know what? You know, Pierce is gonna save his. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
My time is an investment, bro. You think this is the only thing I could be doing?
Same here. Same here. Same here, man.
I'm tired of wasting Sundays on being disappointed because, you know, I can't control how dumb this team is. We don't. You're right. We don't control it. We just watch. At some point, you gotta make better decisions. How many Sundays are you gonna ruin?
I bet you if the fan base decided to not put up with certain stuff, the head office would do different things. But being that we're so divided, and it's like we just want to be able to do whatever we want to do. So everybody want to justify everything. That's what I understand. Like, there's a clear, obvious what works and what don't. Either something worked or it didn't. Like, we know we're the king of knowing what don't work. Like, come on, stop. Like, why is y'all keep trying to come with, man, y'all is tripping. Man, stop it. It's time for us to just really call a spade, man. Like, a lot of y'all ain't never seen the Raiders win. So y'all don't even know what a winning Raider culture look like. I know what a winning Raider culture look like. I'm talking about a Super Bowl winning culture. And the way we did it then is so difficult to do. It could be done, but we're not even that kind of team no more. We don't even have that. When I say that, we're not that kind of organization no more. So we don't know what we are. We don't know who we are. We play at Airbnb stadium. It's not our stadium. Like,
that was great. Airbnb stadium. I freaking love
like it's whoever wants to come in and fly in. If their team is playing there, Like I'm just over it, man. Like let's just be honest and be real and just be like, all right, we know we about to suck for the next couple years. I don't want to hear this same stupid shit all next year. Like I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. You know, it's just, man, we used to be a team. See, we had an advantage because we had a mystique to us. We had a culture, right? And so
we don't got that anymore.
A certain type of player. We don't attract. You know what we attract now? People trying to get the bag.
Yep.
Imagine being a lion that everybody feared when you came and roared, and now when you walk in a room, you growl and you have no teeth, and everybody looking at you like, who does he think this is? Like when he was in his heyday, and ain't nobody tripping on you. Ain't nobody tripping on us like that, for real. Seriously.
Right.
You know what? And I gotta say, like this year is up there with the Art Shell year where he came back on a second term. Like this is almost as bad as that year. Not as bad as the bed and breakfast year, but it's almost it's so close. It's so close. I feel like
it is though, because the bed and breakfast year was like, okay, we just need to get a new coaching staff, right? And so, we got a shitty record. We didn't win winningless games. You know what I mean? We just, it's too bad we picked Jamarcus out of that, but at least we had a pick and we, had a shot at getting.
So I take that back. We actually got a high pick that year. So we actually draft. So this is bad actually. So I take it back. This is actually, as it stands right now, is worse than the worst. And yeah, it is worse than the freaking Art Shell 2.0 bed and bed.
Yeah.
Bed
and breakfast.
Yeah. Breakfast year, man.
Because even if they had even if the vision they had was wrong, they had a vision. We ain't got no vision right here. We just doing stuff. We're aimlessly just. It's like when you were in Vegas, when you just walking around, you don't know where you really going, and whatever light hits you, you just go over there, and then you see this one dealer just sitting there looking all cute, and you walk up there and you stick a couple dollars on the table, and then you lose that, then you walk off and you go get a drink, and that's what we doing. Yeah. We just wandering around. We don't know what the hell we doing. At least during this time, we thought we had a vision, and we just made some bad decisions in that. So to me, this is the worst. Like, it's the worst because we already see what's about to happen. We already see it. We see it.
This is the worst we've been in, and because of the decision we made, this is not even rock bottom.
Yep.
It's going to get worse.
Exactly.
It's true.
This ain't even rock bottom. Exactly.
It's crazy, and some of the fans and Raider content guys out there see through these rose-color fucking glasses and shit, and they sell y'all on this bullshit. Well, nah, it's cool. We'll draft this guy. I don't see that shit y'all trying to sell, man. And I feel
Dylan Gabriel's going to be a steal. Listen, I respect the hell out of you. You're an Oregon fan.
Same here.
You love Dylan Gabriel. Thank you for being here. But that motherfucker is not Shedeur Sanders, and he is not Cam Ward. Maybe we get lucky with a 6-foot quarterback that doesn't have a strong arm, but guess what? Probably not.
And I ain't really trying to, like say it's not like the guys are saying it's him. They're saying it's Jenny, Ward, or going towards a different aspect of a guy going in the first round, but they're trying to paint this picture that it's okay to lose against the Jaguars yesterday. That's the biggest thing, that it's okay. It's fine. We'll go this route. We'll go this route. We'll go this route. That's my biggest thing. And for all the Raider content creators out there who don't see the big picture, who's saying it's fine, it's okay for AP smiling and all that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, that's like saying we had an Uber Black that was gonna come pick us up, but then instead of doing that, we started walking, and then the Uber Black, we missed that, and so then we see a bus coming, we like, nah, it's okay, it's all right, we don't even pay attention to the bus, and we just gonna keep on walking. Like, why? That don't make no sense. Like what? So if all y'all is right about that, like this win wasn't that bad. So will y'all tell me how does the means justifies the ends to this?
Yep.
Can y'all tell me that? Anybody tell me that? So then I'll shut up.
Yeah, and then I just got to say this one last time too. If you're saying that AOC was winning for his livelihood, get that bullshit out of here. Get that out of here. And then you're saying, well, he knew he was gonna get fired anyway, so why would he want to help the team? That doesn't make sense. So I'm repeating myself for all the brand new guys in here that are just tuning in because some so I'm saying that because some of the people in here were in the same live that I saw yesterday. So that's why I'm repeating this. So if you're saying that AP was paying for his livelihood, but you know damn well he was going to get fired anyway, and he doesn't want to help the team, and he's like, well, fuck that, blah blah blah. Make that make sense to me because it doesn't. All that you just said doesn't make sense in the same sense. It doesn't make fucking sense.
It doesn't. Ain't no justification for what just happened right now. Like I'll repeat it again. This is one of the dumbest. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen a sports team do.
And I'll repeat it right after him too. This is the most fucking stupidest buffoonery shit.
Like, man, this is Jack and the Beanstalk magic bean shit right here. And I don't care if you fucking grow a beanstalk, grow up at the top and beat a giant because there's no chance. Man, stop it. It's a bad, dumb process. This was dumb. Man, I look away for a second. I turn back, and boy, Abdullah scoring a touchdown, and I'm like, here we go.
So you know what? When the Jags had the ball on the last drive, and I was kind of hoping, I was like, all right, maybe we'll pull some good old Raider shit where they'll just score or whatever. But I kind of had a little bit of hope, where they would after where the Jags would actually kind of come out, and they would beat us at the end. But you know what, that did not happen. But
dude, they made sure it was like, oh, this is okay. We got it now, guys. Shout out to Jack Jones for trying by giving that touchdown up. He really did try to. He's smart.
So I get it too. The players are playing. That is their job. They're auditioning to get re-signed. They're auditioning to play for a different team. I get that. I totally get it. But when it comes to the front office and all that, and I'm saying this again because people need to have that seed planted in their head here. There's a big difference. Can I plant that? Can I implant that seed in your head? And let it sprout in your brain, please.
They got different motivations. You know what I'm saying? Players have to be short term. That's all they have is now, right? We got more. You own the team. I'm sure the pawns don't want to get sacrificed when they're playing on the thing. Like they probably like, no, don't kill me, oh God. But guess what? They don't make the decisions for a reason. Yes, this is so true. The go ask Tom Telesco shit did feel salty.
Yeah. So,
like, oh, I'm getting fired. Let me make sure you fucked over. Then we're gonna win this game.
So that's what I was gonna wait to bring this up too. So I've been hearing shit too that Antonio Pierce could be like, well, y'all gonna fire me? Well, y'all ain't gonna get shit. I ain't gonna set y'all up with no franchise quarterback. Blah 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 blah. Like who knows? How much? I don't really think. I just think that Antonio Pierce is doing what Mark Davis is telling him to do. Mark Davis is telling him, hey, these last 3 games, let's win, right? Let's go out on a high note, right? And that's stupid of Mark, for thinking that too. All these games are just pointless. Don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm. A-Train, check your messenger. Link is in there. You can come on in. And you know what? Anybody that think they want to come in, got a different opinion, maybe you got the same opinion, you want to come on right now, come on in. I'll send you the link.
I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I promise. But if you keep saying the same stupid shit over and over, I won't be.
Yep, and
I'll give you about 4 warnings before I go off.
And if y'all don't, or if y'all feel intimidated by coming on here with them,
don't do that.
I will definitely go on y'all's channel and on y'all outlet, on y'all home turf.
Oh yeah, no. You know I gotta come over here. I will come to your channel with your fans and let you know what's real.
I love that.
Care who you are.
I love that.
I'll go to your gym. I'll go to your gym and beat you in your gym.
That's right. You're gonna play by your rules and you're gonna still lose. Because fucking logic.
I just can't, I can't take it anymore. I just can't.
No, I won't take it anymore. I ain't gonna say I won't take it anymore. You know what kind of mind state you have to be in to jump off of a boat and you don't even know how to swim.
Hey, all I want to say is Merry effing Christmas, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas,
brother. Feliz Navidad.
Happy holidays,
to all happy holidays to all the fans in this room and you guys, man. Yo, regardless of what the Raiders are doing and the season and all that jazz, this has been one of the best shows I've ever seen you guys do. It's been pure hate and pure like malice the whole time, bro. Dude, I got my Santa cap on, dude. Bringing Santa vibes to the nation, but I'll tell you what, Antonio Pierce gets a lump of coal, but I just wanted to pop in here and say Merry Christmas. I hope everybody is blessed and has a wonderful year. And you guys are killing it, man. That's really all I wanted to say. I just want to get in here with my Santa hat on, let y'all know the spirit of Christmas never dies in this house. I keep my tree up 24/7. So
yes, Pop says, "What's up, A-Train?" Pop says, "What's up, Western? What's up, Black?" We love y'all and Merry Christmas to everybody. Pop say Merry Christmas to the whole Raider family. Now, you want to talk about somebody who's been here since the beginning? He feel the same way I do. You think he feel any different? This boy been watching this since it began.
Right. No, yeah. You listen to. See, like I was a youngin' when they won the Super Bowl. When they was adults and they won the Super Bowl, they got a way different perspective about how they look at this team because they saw the culture of the team being curated at that time. And for us to try to assimilate that or at least have some form of that, it's like night and day. It's almost like we don't even deserve to wear the colors anymore. But I digress or digress or digress or digress. See,
I can't digest. That's the problem. Throw this shit up.
Hey, but shout out to you, A-Train. Big love to you, Brody, because you're a good supporter.
Shout out, brother.
And I'm glad that you can bring that spirit here because I damn near forgot it was Christmas fucking around with these Raiders.
Right? See, this is why A-Train's smart. He's smart. He was already on this earlier this year. He was like, I need to back away so that I don't get mad every Sunday. This no more.
Smart man.
I quit watching games, dude. Like, I've never quit watching games. I quit watching games, and I literally got happier, man. And I watched that game last night, and it did the same thing. It plunged me into a rage, and I was like, yo, like, just like you said, like, why am I doing this to myself? But, if they get my guy, I'm going to have to give him another chance. And, we'll see who the coach is, Vrabel or whoever it's going to be. It's not going to be AP, but, I'm just here, man. I'm just here with my hat. I'm just here. I'm always here.
That boy said he went to Raider rehab and he got happier.
But no, it's sadness. It's always sadness. But you know what? It's not even about that. I've met so many good people through this team. Like
Mhm.
here's my dog. Here's my dog. You guys are on point, dude. You guys are awesome. I've met a couple of the people through even Mitchell. I've talked to Mitchell and stuff through messaging and stuff. He's pretty cool. Never talked to him in person, but I mean, the nation's so big. Like you can walk through Walmart and somebody wearing a Raider hat will be like, "Oh, Raiders!" You know what I mean? You don't even know who they are. It's
Yeah.
just a family. It's more
It
than
is a
just
family.
watching the games. It's more. You could walk up to somebody with a Raider hat on, and you can instantly have a conversation, and they could become a friend for the rest of your life, or they could be a douchebag. You never know.
Mhm.
But I mean, the point is that we're all over the place, man, and so many people that I've important people that I've met in my life, including that dude in the top left corner of my screen. That's how I met him. And so being a Raider fan, I can never, hate being a Raider fan just for that pure fact that you meet some amazing people, man. I've never been to a Raider game live, never went to Oakland, never went to Vegas. Never was in LA. I've never even seen a Raider game because I can't afford it, right? But doesn't mean I'm less of a Raider fan than anybody else. It just means that I couldn't afford to go. But I'm gonna give you one quick story. So my buddy who passed away 10 years ago, his name was Cody. He met the Violator, and he went to his first Raider game, and he got pictures with the Violator. And he died in a car wreck. And I have a friend of mine, which I won't name, who has a show. He used to have a show, and he got my friend a letter from Mark Davis, a letter from Mark Davis, a condolence letter to his family, a signed condolence letter from Mark Davis that they hung above their mantle. So Mark Davis, he may do a lot of dumb shit, but when you come to Mark Davis with some serious ass shit, he wrote that letter and he signed that letter and he sent it to me from the Raiders in Oakland when they were still in Oakland. He sent that to me to my house. I have pictures on my phone of the envelope and everything. And I took that to his parents, and his parents broke down. So we can talk all the smack we want about Mark Davis smoking cigars in the locker room and being a douchebag because he doesn't know what he's doing. We all know that. But as far as being a good person,
Yeah.
Mark Davis is genuinely, I believe, a good person. And stuff like that, man, stuff like that is what's important. And that's why I'm a Raiders fan, because my mom's ex-husband, who was a diehard Jets fan, died, and my brother wrote a letter to the Jets organization asking them to do the same thing and have the owner write a letter for my mom's passed away ex-husband, and he got nothing back. So, there's small things like that. It's not, it's about wins and losses, but it's also about, the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl, I was born. That was in 1983. It was actually 84, but the year 83, right? So I'm 41 years old, and I haven't seen anything since then. But there's been so many people, and there's been so much that's happened in my life that has been good from the Raiders. Not just the letter, not just meeting certain people, but I mean, I can't really get into it. The Raiders they're not a what's the word? They're a lifestyle. They're not a fandom. They're a lifestyle. And everybody in this room wearing these colors, minus me because I just got off work and I'm wearing my Santa hat. Everybody who wears these colors, for the most part, is a loyal individual that will give you the shirt off their back. And that's what the Raiders are. We are a family, and we're a hardcore fucking family. We're a family that will fucking, if you're seeing a dude get his ass beat out in the Walmart parking lot and he's wearing Raiders gear, you're gonna run over there and stomp the motherfucker out that's beating that dude up, and you're gonna be like, dude, that's my fucking brother. That's what the Raiders is. That's what the Raiders stand for. That's why I'm a Raider fan, is because it's a family, bro. And that's some deep ass shit, dude. but it goes way deeper than wins and losses. It comes down to like you dudes in this room and me and everybody in this chat. We are a family. And that's why when I hear, some people saying that, hey, you know what, I'm gonna walk away. You don't ever walk away in your family, dog.
I will always support
I
y'all.
love each and every one of you guys, though. That's
I
all I have to say.
support y'all. Yeah, I will always support y'all. But I'm not gonna put my heart in this like that anymore. I just cannot do that. I'm not gonna sit here and continue, to care more than the people that should care. So that's where I'm at.
I wasn't targeting you.
No. I'm responding. I believe in everything you just said.
Yeah.
Everything you just said.
It wasn't about.
On top of that,
about
this team represented diversity. Al Davis was the first NFL coach to recruit from historically Black colleges. We hired the first female, front office person, first female team president, first Latino head coach, first Black head coach. We were, all that, but all that can be said. But then at some point, give me some wins.
Yeah, I feel it.
So I need some time to reprocess this, right? Like I obviously am out of line with what this team is or something, because I'm being disappointed way too often.
No, they're not the same. You're definitely right when you said that earlier. That was a while back. I had to fast forward through a bunch of stuff. I missed a bunch of stuff, but they're not the same team. And that's not even what I'm really talking about. I wasn't really talking about that, but all it comes down to is I'm blessed that I met you, bro, and I'm blessed that I met a lot of people, including everybody in this room. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: without the Raiders, that wouldn't have happened, and that's pretty much all I'm saying. I'm not saying what they did was right or wrong, which I know it was wrong. Aiden O'Connell should have sat on that bench, and it should have been goddamn Desmond Ritter out there, and we should. What about Trey Taylor, bro? I haven't seen Trey Taylor on the field this entire year. Wouldn't this be the perfect time to play Trey Taylor? Let's give Dylan Labe some more looks, right? Let's see what Labe can do, right? Because
Carter Bradley? Who's him playing?
Who's Carter Bradley? I mean, we could have done a lot of things, and we chose. I think that what you guys were talking about earlier about AP and Telesco having some issues. I think AP won that game on purpose like that to be like, hey, it was a farewell gift. Like, hey, bye. You know what I mean? I was already gone, and now you guys are burnt, and you can't hate on the players for eating that up, and the players don't want to lose. But AP, even in his press conference, hey, talk to Telesco about that. Draft picks aren't my problem or whatever. It's like there's always internal turmoil and stuff. It's like, come on, man. Like, I thought you were a Raider fan. AP, I thought you were a Raider fan. Like, I thought you wanted to see this team and this franchise succeed. But what you just did just set us back 10 freaking years, right? So obviously, like you guys said, you're a little salty. You're a little salty, Mr. Pierce. And your saltiness, it showed your true colors, bro. Because had you been a real Raider fan, knowing that you didn't do your job and you didn't perform to a high enough standard and you couldn't get done. Now, granted, I get it. You didn't have a quarterback. You didn't get Penix. I understand that. But at the same time, knowing that you're setting this team back and being detrimental to this team's future for 10 plus years just because you're mad. And Telesco has no control of who's gonna start and who's not gonna start. He drafts. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he does. And I saw Mitchell Renz talking about how last week or the week before he was distancing himself from AP. You know what I mean? Because AP knew he was like, he's cut, dude. He's like, all right, well, I'm done. So I'm gonna take this whole ship down. I'm gonna take this cannon, point it into the bottom of the boat, and I'm gonna light this fuse. Boom, boom, and then it's gonna sink. Well, that's not a real Raider fan. Your Impala and all your talk and stuff. had you been a real Raider fan and had you wanted to see this team succeed, you would have walked out and been like, hey, you know what? We're starting this guy. We're starting this guy. We're starting this guy. You would have went out and people like us four would have respected you for doing that. And when you lost your job, another team would have been like, hey, dude, they wouldn't have shaded on it. They wouldn't even look down on it. They'd be like, oh, damn, all right. Like that's what's up. You're a loyal dude.
Right.
Yep.
It's pretty black and white. It's pretty black and white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or black and silver. It's pretty black and silver when you look at it. But.
Right. It was clear what the right move was, man. This is the time to let everybody who hadn't had a chance to play, to see what you have, right? Regardless of where our draft pick is, why are we not looking at what we have right now rather than trying to win meaningless games?
Correct.
Amen.
God, what's that dude's name? Just got popped with the DUI. The linebacker or the edge rusher.
Snowden.
Snowden was out there, right? Snowden was out there. Don't we have no? Do we have a rookie? Don't we? That's I'm thinking of the linebacker.
Is Ellerson Smith still on the roster?
I believe so.
I don't know.
He should have gotten the chance to get some run.
Well, why are you playing with Snowden? That's what I'm saying. Snowden, dude, he just caught a DUI. He almost drove halfway off of a fucking bridge or an embankment, bro. Like, why are you putting him in there? Yeah, you saw that picture, right? Like, that's a good look.
Because it gives us our best chance to beat the Jags who we're trying to lose. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect Mark as a person, like the way that he cares about other people. I think he cares about the fan experience for real. I think that he's a more shrewd businessman than we give him credit for. But I don't think he gets football.
Oh no.
So
football mind, he's terrible. He's a great
Brady is here. He's supposed to be the football guy and step. Well, guess what? He failed here. Sorry. He absolutely should have been in front of Mark being like, we need to see what we have on this roster. We should not be focused on trying to win these games. How that message didn't get through, if it didn't get through, tells me a lot.
Does anybody know though? Does anybody know that AP wasn't told that before the game and he just pretty much put that, he was like, nah, dog, like, all right.
You know how I know that didn't happen? Mark Davis was down there in the locker room dancing and shit.
I saw that. But at the same time, I mean, if you want to not have players like Max Crosby leave next year, I mean, you have to at least act, right? You have to at least act like you want, even if shit went sideways, right? You have to go in there and act like, hey, you know what? I just want what's best for the team, because you have dudes like Clayson, dude, or Clay. What is it, Clayson, right? Clayson. That dude's a beast, dude. Right? That dude's a beast. You got dudes like Max Crosby. You got dudes like Spillane, right? That are different. Like they ain't trying to be about that. You have to go in there and you have to get those guys to buy in and be like, hey, you know what? Okay, he's happy that we won. He's not, he's not. Mm-hmm. So maybe he was doing it from around next year. I don't know why he was doing that, but
maybe the way you get him to buy in though is that you have a solid plan of how you're gonna, make the team good. That would probably include having a good quarterback that you could have picked with the first pick. So
I agree with you.
You're right. Now we're in a full. This is what you call a rebuild now. There's no way to label that shit. We don't even get a turnaround where we get the quarterback immediately. We just gonna be pretty shitty. And what did Max say he didn't want to be a part of?
A rebuild.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it goes both ways, I suppose. I don't know what you do, honestly. Like, we're just eternally effed. You know what I mean?
because it starts at the top. You know what I mean? Like, what up,
trickles all down.
How do you not see? How do you not see what the right decision is here?
I just assume that based off what Antonio Pierce said in the presser about AP and the whole Telesco thing.
I'm sure Telesco was probably screaming like we should just go ahead and play players, but he don't make that decision. Mark came out real clearly what he wanted.
Yeah.
I hear you about trying to grow the biggest fan base, right? And the ticket prices were like dirt cheap for this game, right?
There was actually Raider fans there.
It was full of Raider fans. Vegas locals seeing this will matter a little bit, right? But you think it's going to continue when we start being crappy all of next year and the year after that and the year after that? Like, this one game is not going to hold them here. Like, you grow the fan base by winning.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. No, there's no line about that. Dude, you got to try these Budweiser Zeros, dude. These zero alcohol Budweisers. If you guys, anybody out there drinks non-alcoholic beer, bro, these Bud Zeros, these are on point, dude. It's probably the best non-alcoholic beer I've ever had, dude.
I never understood non-alcoholic beer, but
what's up with Pizzle? Pizzle Whizzle.
Pizzle, you want to come in? You can anytime. I'll send you the link. It's up to you. But yeah.
Let's make it a Christmas party, dude. Let's have a Christmas party. Let's do that.
It's pretty disappointing. But you know what? Like we on the eve of Christmas Eve. So let's try to count our blessings.
Yep,
right?
Count your blessings. This is gonna be the last time we see each other, probably before 2020. What is it? 2025? Is that what next year is? Let's do that, dude. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about the good times the Raiders had. Let's get off this negativity, man. Because guess what? I love all you cats, man. I love all you cats.
I love you when we're doing the politics stuff.
That's how you end up relapsing. No.
Yeah, you started talking about all the times the best highs we ever had.
I'm gonna have a sober holiday this year. I'm gonna try that this year. Sober, because it's cool. Like, I know where the Raiders are for real. The only reason why I engaged in the little foolery that I did this year is because last year how all that stuff kind of played out. So I'm like, all right, let's be hopeful, because I don't want to bring any bad or negative energy. But no, it played out the way I thought it was going to play out. It's going to play out the way I think it's going to play out. And I'm just going to sit here and watch it. I'm not about to be emotionally bankrupt over this team.
Exactly.
Yo, Black, can you put a picture of Santa Claus behind you?
a picture of Santa Claus?
Hell yeah.
There will be no more predicting that they're going to have a good record. No
He's
more.
He's doing it, dude. Respect. He's doing it. He's doing it, bro. Hell yeah.
And this I understand what you're saying about the fans coming and lowering the prices, but the prices were only low because both teams were really bad. Really bad.
Not just that, but why change now though? You know what I mean? Why?
I don't know. I'm at this point, I don't even care anymore, honestly. It's just fun. I'm just having a good time, honestly. I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm happy. It's Christmas. Like, hey, man, I'm just living my best life.
So, hold on, let me read this. Everyone is assuming this or that. None of us are scouts to say Telesco and AP want that all fan being Monday morning Karens. I think you're saying that you think that we don't understand who's good and who's not good. That Telesco and them should be trusted to know better than we do. Okay, how's that work for you so far?
So
anybody with eyes can see who's better than. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not a scout for sure. Here's the man when it comes to that.
So we're definitely not scouts. We're not on the Raiders payroll. I mean, I ain't on the Raiders payroll. We're just guys on YouTube. You know, anybody could do what we're doing right now. You could sign up right now, create a YouTube account. You
do
go
it.
live right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you're entitled to your own opinion. But Hot and I, we always come with logical opinions and outputs, and that's your opinion. But I honestly beg to differ on that.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
Same here.
I keep being proven right though. And when I'm wrong, I'll tell you. I was
Same
wrong
here.
about how good the team was going to be. I thought it was going to be a good team.
Same here.
You're horrid.
Same here. If
I will
you,
tell you when I'm wrong, but like some
same
stuff,
here.
I don't. It's not about what I think. It's just facts on facts. Okay, you don't usually get a good quarterback unless you pick them number one. Most of the time, if you pick them in any other position, they fail. The later they pick them, the more they fail.
And
That's
one
not.
thing
I'm
I've
not
learned
making it up.
Yeah,
Huh?
one
What's
thing
up?
I learned too is when I don't like a stream, yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah, get some. One thing I've learned too is when you don't like something on a stream, you can always turn it off, bro. Like we're just out here having a good time, man.
You
Or
know,
give me a
Ricky
dislike.
Henderson,
Say,
Ricky
put
Henderson
the
was
thumbs
born
down
on
on
Christmas.
there. Cool.
Ricky
Dislike
Henderson
it.
was born on Christmas.
He was. He was such a gift.
This is the first Santa Claus.
Yeah. He was such a
Well,
gift.
no, not the first Santa Claus. My daddy was the first Santa Claus.
I appreciate you so much, Black. That shit that puts a candle in my soul right there, bro. I love
Hold on.
that
He
shit.
said it's only been 1 year of what? Only
Thank
one
you for
year.
pulling up that comment because I was just about to ask you
What
that.
do you mean 1 year?
So when you're saying jump, so hold on, please. So hold on. Please address yourself, please, John. And I gotta know when you're saying jump ship. Do you mean jump ship on the team, on Antonio Pierce, or because I gotta know exactly what you're talking about? Because nobody here is saying that we're jumping ship. We're not changing teams. We're not disowning the Raiders. We're just expressing our feelings about how we've not been successful for so long, and we're just tired of the same old shit. Something has to change, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but the last time I seen the Raiders win and go to a Super Bowl, I was a freshman in high school. That was a long time ago. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and then I watched them get dog walked by the coach they traded away. Listen, man, this has been going downhill ever since we did Marcus Allen wrong. As far as I'm concerned, this is a curse that was wrought by the way we mistreated that man. Al Davis low-key ruined his career, bro, for an argument over a contract.
And I just got to say this too. I love Al Davis. He's a great owner. He is a pioneer, right? But some other things he did was not right, and the way that he handled the whole thing with Allen was definitely wasn't the brightest thing that he did. And I don't care what nobody says. Marcus Allen was a tremendous player, and it was sad how things ended with him. He was so good that he ponied up and was a fullback when we got Bo Jackson. He went to the Chiefs, which was terrible, and he was balling on the Chiefs. And only if he would have stayed with us and things would have panned out. And who knows what if, could have, should have.
Yeah. Well, then, Bo Jackson, like, almost immediately got a career-ending injury after that. We got, like, boat raced 51-3 by the Bills. Like, listen, shit been downhill ever since we did that. What did Pizzle say? Pizzle said, I was 12 the last time we won a Super Bowl. I was 3.5.
See, I was born in '87, so I wasn't even. Yeah, see, so
We got grown ass men here, who have never seen us be good.
No, 100%.
So I am proud to say that
There's
I
not
have
who he is.
at least seen them go to the playoffs. I seen them go to the Super Bowl. So that's something that I am proud to say, so I've seen all my teams win. Except for the Sharks, but I've seen the Lakers win. I've seen the A's win, but I just got to get my Raiders to
The one I care about the most.
win in my lifetime here. But I'm very fortunate that they went to the Super Bowl. So that's something that I will always take pride in that.
I got a championship this year. Dodgers won. Thank you. Right? I got to be at a parade when the Lakers won. Can we get a parade, please? Just one. And I hope this is not. I hope this is the brand that we're building. I hope not.
Please go to the very top last comment here, please. Thank you.
This one here. Oh, we're idiots. Whoever supports tanking is a weirdo. Compton Raider AP, let's go. All right. Okay.
So he's now. Please don't take this the wrong way here. And if you want to unsub from my channel, hey, that's great here. And I mean, that's your choice here. But that's your voice. That's your opinion, right? But you're on the AP side of things, right? And that's cool. That's your choice. Right? But we all don't like to tank. We all don't like to lose, right? Nobody wants to see our team go down, lose, or tank. But when we're winning meaningless games that don't benefit anything at all, zero, nothing at all, what is the point? We have a first-round draft pick in our hands. We have a chance to get a potential generational quarterback. Like my boy said earlier, there's a 70% chance hit rate of that first round quarterback panning out to be really, really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really believe that you are one of the few that were caught up in the Compton Antonio Pierce 6'4" Impala Air Force Ones.
First of all, he's not from Compton.
Like I hate to say it, but hey, man, Antonio Pierce ain't that guy, man. He's a great talker, a great speaker, but he cannot coach. And I've been saying this. He's a weaker version of Mike Singletary 2.0, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, we are at rock bottom. If y'all can't see, man, tanking is when you start the season purposely losing, bro. But we're talking about is being realistic. It's not fucking shooting yourself in the foot. We already were bad. We lost 10 straight games. That wasn't tanking. We just lost 10 straight games. Then, when the other team is trying to lose, that's when we want to win?
Make it make sense, please. Make that make...
No, it don't make no sense. This is just people
make it make sense to me.
Trying to make something out of it. So trying to, paint it a different way so they can continue to be cool with this team. People who like this coach because he wears certain colors and talks and says a certain thing. He's from my neighborhood. I'm not with that shit.
So on his comment, so on his very last comment, so I wish I could go here and hit these comments and bring up comments too. So maybe there's something I could do that in the future.
Yeah, let me
So,
try
but
to
it
see if I
says,
can do that for you. Yeah, but this is the thing,
so it
though.
says,
Okay.
So you expect these guys to go lose on purpose. So you might have came in here late on the show, but we talked about this earlier, right?
Yeah,
So
you
the
missed it.
players, right?
They're supposed to play hard.
They are expected to come out and play hard. They are auditioning to be re-signed by us or for a different team. Now the players and the coaches in the front office, totally polar opposites there. Okay, so there's the front office and then there's the players, right? Now I expect the coaches and Mark Davis in the position that we're in now to lose out the rest of these games here so we could solidify our first round pick.
Right. And how do you do that? Do you do it by guys playing bad on purpose? No. You do it by letting players who don't usually play get run. Because sometimes you'll find a gem. Sometimes you find out a guy just don't have it. But what you find out, and you run plays you haven't played before. So you could see, maybe if we ran these plays, we might have got something out of it, right? Because you're not looking to try to win the game. It's like in the preseason. Do you try to win all the preseason games, or do you play players and learn what you can and cannot do and look at things to try to be better? That's what should have been happening here.
Also,
that's not
too,
happening.
so
you played
I
a player
with
an injured knee. What if he actually injured? What if AOC is really good, and then he got injured in that game because he was trying to play in a meaningless game? Would you feel the same way?
That's a great point there. Great point. And then let's say we beat the Saints, which I kind of expect us to beat the Saints, right? And then we go somehow beat, the Chargers too, right? Let's just say we go out and we win these next few games and we fall into the 10th pick or higher. Are you going to go back to this year and say, hey, we won those games. Yay, we won, right? And then we're going to be just trash for the following year and the year after just because we won these games here that don't mean shit. And we have that, and we had a chance to have a first round pick, but we dropped to a 10th pick or higher when we could have had a chance to get a franchise guy. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
You said I'm a blue collar guy. I work 60 hours a week and I take my family, right? As a family, don't want to see the team win for the kids. I hope that you're smart enough to be able to explain to your children and to yourself what makes more sense. The kids gonna have fun at the game regardless, bro. Regardless. There's a lot of reasons for them to have fun there. The kids had a ball when they was losing because they're kids.
Yeah, that's so. I see.
You don't make it based on children.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, man.
I see his aspect, but yeah, kids are kids, man. They're happy just for being outside. They're happy just to be there watching the game.
There's all kind of things to keep them happy.
Popcorn, foam finger, football.
Find some candy and a soda, bro, and they're happy. Are you tripping?
I guess what I would say is, do you want your kids when they're teenagers to see a winning team? Because when they're old enough that it's going to matter, do you want them to remember those moments more? Because I've never even been to a game, so I can't even talk, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: if my parents took me to a game and we lost, it's not about that if you're a kid. But when you're a teenager, right? If you're like, hey, want to take my kid in 4 years when they're 15, it's gonna mean a little more, and maybe just put that into the atmosphere a little bit and be like, hey, you know what? It's just a bigger picture to everything, right? And I don't like seeing the Raiders lose. I don't want the Raiders to lose. But at the same time, when you're 41 and as old as some of us are and you've seen it for so long, you just know what's going to happen. It's just like you were talking. It's like Freddie 1, Freddie 2, Freddie 40. You just know what's going to happen. So it's like, hey, at the same time, it's like I'd rather have my kids see a winning team when they're 15 than see the same thing they saw when they were 5.
And who's this blue collar guy spending all his money to come to a 2-12 team and expecting them to win?
Plus, look, these last games now, if we would have just lost these last few games, look, losing these last 3 games is winning for the future. We lost 10 in a row already. Why change now? Why change now? And then to this guy's next comment here.
You get to pick something. Try and pick something. Go ahead.
I tried, but it won't. But he's saying 1 year don't determine anything. This ain't Madden. Look at the Lions. Now, I haven't played a Madden franchise or like that since Madden was on PS2. That was when it was good. So now here, I hate it when Raider fans try to compare Antonio Pierce to Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell had coaching experience. Okay, this is completely different, and he is light years better than Antonio Pierce here. So I hate it. Don't try to compare Dan Campbell to Pierce. He is so much better than Antonio Pierce's first. And not just that, tell me right now, did Antonio Pierce improve at all from game 1 of this season to right now? Did he improve at anything from any aspect of the game? What did Antonio Pierce improve on? Please tell me.
Oh, nothing. So, John, I'm not a Raiders fan. Is that what you're saying? I guarantee you, I know more about this team than you do. And you could debate me on anything we've ever done, any player that's ever been on our fucking roster, and I know more than you. I've been to more games than you. I've done everything there is to be a damn Raider fan.
No, it's not the guy. It's Monday. If you're a Raiders fan, you never jump ship and say I'm done with
don't know.
Yeah, I think they tried to pull the wrong person card, but any of our cards.
Wrong card, bro. Wrong fucking
card. I think any of our cards would be the wrong card, really, though.
Yeah, so I think so, John, that's not really fair of you to say, right? Like we're not saying we're done. You know what I mean? We're just fed up of this.
I'm not believing in this bullshit no more.
And so I'm just going through these, comments here.
I'll tell you, man. So when you quit a drug, the other addicts be like, man, you don't really like this. You don't really know what this is about anyway, man. You don't really damn with that anyway, man. That's what you sound like right now, bro.
Hey,
you can unsub if you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, same here, man. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna be real. And if you don't like it, you could always turn it off.
I don't play that. I don't play that. Do you not a real Raider fan? Because I don't care what. Listen,
this
you don't
is
know
not
a Raider fan. You ain't living my life.
This is not the Raider channel where we're gonna tell you what you want to hear. This ain't fucking fairy tale land. This is we'll always be honest here. Straight up.
Yeah,
wrong motherfucker.
That's why I'm in here, is because this is the real ones right here, bro. That's why I'm in here, bro.
I wish there was a way to where I could hit these fools' comments here and just bring it up, but so I'm gonna just read off these comments here. So Clarence, that's the plan, my guy, to win 3 in a row. These guys are playing for contracts, pride, and with the mindset to win regardless what the record says. I just don't believe in quitting. So I covered all that. I honestly sound like a broken record here. I get it. So I'm gonna just say this one last time, short, sweet, and simple. The players play to win. I get it, right? I understand. They're auditioning to get re-signed and to play for another team. But it's a difference between the players and the owners and the coach. So when you lose 10 games in a row, when you're losing 10 games in a row, right? Why win 3 meaningless games here when you already have the first pick locked, sealed, and secured? It means nothing. What? Okay, so pride for so I completely understand what you're saying here, but would you rather have pride now and win these 3 games that don't count when you're setting yourself up to dig yourself in a deeper hole in the future, or just sacrifice these 3 games, get the first round pick, and win and endure more victories in the future? I don't understand
have sustainable
what you're saying.
victories.
With that, it's just
seriously, do you play chess? And if you play chess, do you like not sacrifice pawns because you just don't believe in quitting? You're not making
okay,
sense, bro.
so I'm going to John's next comment here. Keep firing GMs, keep firing coaches every year or 2 years. Make this okay. Keep firing GMs, keep firing coaches every year or 2 years. Make the same sense. Give them a chance. If Sanders was drafted, you guys will be crying for him to start on day 1. On the flip,
Absolutely not.
On him when
He literally said that he shouldn't start day 1 over and over again. Said that. So don't tell me what I think.
So
stop straw man arguing because you're losing.
So
okay? You can't make my argument for me so that you could try to beat it. Okay.
Oh God. So bro, you were right. So we've been saying this constantly. Hot and I, we feel like we like the old school system here, to where our guy sits, they learn the system, they learn the speed of the game. We believe in a bridge quarterback. Let our guy learn from the bridge quarterback, and then we throw them in after, like how the Packers do it. Like how good run teams do it. Don't just throw them in, day 1. So I'm sorry, brother, but you're wrong on that one there. May Spitfire, good to see you in the chat. Remember we had I remember when we had the first round.
Love up to my boy Western. It's on Western channel probably right now too. Go ahead and grab.
So I am Western Confrence. You might have seen me on different channels and shit, to where I comment, on things, but I am the one and only Wild Wild West. I'm Western Confrence, all right? Ooh. And if you don't like the shit that I say, you could unsub, you could you know what? I don't really give a damn, because I speak from the heart and I don't sugarcoat anything here, all right? So
we have a smart fan. Sit the starters. Let the Young Bucks have their shot. Show what they got. There is no shame in tactical retreat. Lose the battle to win the war. Holy crap.
Thank you. So thank you,
the Army knows how to do this.
So she has been following so
smart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's an OG. She's been on my channel, for a while, and thank you. She is right. Thank you. Like come on, I get it. We all have our thoughts, opinions, right? But like I don't have to.
Let's go.
So look, I just gotta say this. I don't have to agree with what you gotta say. You don't have to agree with what I gotta say. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel that I'm right. And until you prove me wrong, come on my channel, come on this channel, I'll come to your channel, and we can banter back and forth all day long.
Right. But don't prove my card. Don't try to say I'm not a fan, bro. Don't do that. I'm not saying you're not a fan because you're making stupid ass opinions.
Right. You know what I mean? I don't, but hey, there is a bunch of fans who say, well, you aren't a real fan because of this. No, we're all entitled to our own opinion, right? So yeah,
it's that simple, bro. It's that simple. We get, there's tons of people who, like me, I got infuriated when we traded Khalil Mack, dude. I lost it. Like, that was like, what? You know what I mean? That was like one of the worst moments I can remember, because I was not expecting it, number one. Number two, I love Khalil Mack. He's still killing it. You know what I mean? Like, but guess what? A lot of people were like, oh yeah, we get like fucking 3 or 4 first-round picks. What we do with them, bro? Josh Jacobs panned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then he was only here for
Like,
5 years.
yeah, like I don't know. I'm just saying, like, man, I've said a lot of stuff to a lot of
Relies on
creators
G.
they didn't agree with.
Salute, brother.
But check it out. When they're talking, like you can get in there and talk is what I'm saying. You can do that because that's your right. But at the same time, like the conversation's got to die at some point. So I mean, at some point you got to realize that nobody's gonna win. He's not gonna believe what you think, and you're not gonna believe what he thinks. So you just got to stop because it's a waste of your energy, bro.
Yeah, you're not gonna convince me that this was a good move, and you don't decide if I'm a fan or not, or how real of a fan.
Yeah. So when people say you're not a fan, right? I feel like that is their last reach. They don't have anything else to say, and that's their last bullet they have in their chamber to try to shoot at you. That's, you know what I mean? And,
yeah, I don't go for that shit. I don't care who it is, what their opinion is. Come on, man, you can be better than that, bro. You're not a real Raider fan. No, you're a real Raider fan. If you say you are a fucking fan, how you decide in somebody else's life? You don't know what they're doing. You don't know. Stop. People got a right to feel how they want to feel, bro.
Oh, I can't see it. Ah.
The ring.
Yeah.
The ring.
yeah, man.
So
I just gotta say this too. So for all the guys out there watching, if you're a Raider content guy out there watching this too, if you don't like the things that I've said, if you felt like that I've called you out, I'm Western Confrence. I'm the guy here from my point of view. I'm the top right box. So I'm Western Confrence. So I will go on your channel. You come on my channel. You know what I mean? And we can banter back and forth. So
for sure, I feel the same way. And if it's beyond that, we could meet at Floyd's gym, bro. Put them gloves on. Let's do it. Whoever want to get it. Whoever want to get it. Well, it's like that.
Same here, man. San Jose.
Butt hurt. Cool. Bring it, nigga.
This is the best. This is the best fucking show ever, bro. It's the best show ever, dude. I just chilling, bro. I'm living my best.
You ain't pulling, bro. You don't know who you talking to, nigga. You tripping.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. I got a devastating mouthpiece that can't be tamed by nobody. I could do verbal jujitsu verbally or physically. You know what I mean? So any way you want to get, man. Boy. I don't like to turn into that person because that ain't me. But don't unleash the Kraken. Don't unleash the Kraken.
Right back there. Ask the last nigga that offended me what I told you. I'll tell you the same damn thing. We can get to the gym right now.
Hey, Black, sing it with me. You better not cry. You better not cry. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming. Y'all gotta cheer up, man. It's the holidays. Everybody's so angry trying to fight people, and I'm over here just like drinking my non-alcoholic beer, hanging out, talking to you guys. And what's funny about these three right here is they're all content creators, like hundreds of people who watch them, bro. I'm just some dude who goes to work every day who doesn't even have a show that they let come in here and BS because that's what Raider fans are, bro. We're just a family, bro. I don't even have a show. I'm in my bedroom right now, dude, and my bedroom's a mess, dog. And I'm wearing a Santa hat. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Yes, all odds. At this point, if you are watching this team, commenting on chats, doing content, you're a real fan because we are not good. All of y'all are real fans.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop this bullshit about who we do this, that. We can have differences of opinion. We are all Raider fans.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fact. Yeah. We all want one thing. We all want to win, man.
You may like Carr, you may not like Carr. You may think that we should tank the last couple games or not. You may think we should pick Shador or not. You may be pro Gruden or not. But guess what? You're a fan because you're here, bro. You could be anywhere.
Exactly. We all have different beliefs, opinions on this team, right?
You know who's not Raider fans? The people who aren't here, bro. They doing something else.
Exactly. Because I guarantee you right now, there's at least 50 different people doing the same thing that we're doing right now. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? And I ain't the biggest Raider content guy out there. I don't aim to be. You know, I'm just a tiny little guy who does this out of all the other big, guys out here. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just do this because I want to voice my opinion honestly, and that's right.
Just win, baby.
That's right.
See now it's coming around. Now the holiday starting to come around a little bit.
Hey, I just gotta say this right here. So I wish I could click this comment. San Jose in the building.
Let's
That's
go.
right. 408
Hotspot,
in the building. San Jose stand up. So I was born on the east side, ESSJ. You know what I mean? Tully Road. You know what is
good? Tully, baby, what's up?
Tully Road. You know what I mean? So trust me, man. I've been in the ghetto, bro, the rough sides, right? You know what I mean? Dude, we're all one as Raiders, brother. So, you know what I mean? It's one big family, man. Yes. Just lose, baby. Just lose, baby. Oh, that's great.
In Allen Rock, whatever the hell that was. Fucking Mountain Lion.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, 2.5 hours, guys. I think we did it. What do you think?
Yeah, man. You know, great, show. You know, I'm glad. You know, we had to say what we had to say. You know, because I'm not going to be like these other Raider content dudes out here painting this picture like it was fine. You know, like, oh, it's cool. You know, we beat the Jaguars. It's great. No, man, fuck that, dude. Like we should have not have won. We should have secured the first round pick. And I don't care who you are. You know, you cannot change my train of thought on how I think on that. And we have the first round pick bagged, and now we don't. So
yeah, and now I need to question the thought process of the people who made this decision, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Yeah. You know, that's the truth, man. You know, so it's just so much shit.
But yeah, we've been here. We did it. I think I said everything I wanted to say.
Same here, man.
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner. So hey, respect.
Decent,
y'all be easy.
You have a happy holidays, brother. You have a good one, man.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yo, respect Black for changing that profile picture. That's just fire, bro.
Hey, tell your girl I said what's up. She's a G2.
I will.
All right, though.
Yeah, we're about to eat dinner. Y'all be easy.
Right,
peace.
All right. So yeah, man.
You're on mute. Something's wrong with you talking to us. We can't hear you. But yeah, I'm good. I said what I need to say. But you good, Western? You said what you need to say?
Yeah, so yeah, you know, I just said what I had to say. You know, the bright spot of this team, you know, was Brock Bowers. You know, he is the third rookie in tight end history in the first year to eclipse 1,000 yards, and he's the first to hit 100 catches. So if I'm correct, he just needs 10 more yards to beat Mike Ditka's. And that's pretty, you know.
That's I didn't even think that was gonna fall.
That's an amazing feat. He passed up Kyle Pitts. So yeah, and then one thing I would like to share also, which I thought was cool. So I was watching something with Amy Trask, and she was saying that before we hired John Gruden on his first stint back in the day, the other coach that we could have hired before him was Bill Belichick. So I thought that was, you know, cool. I thought I'd share, you know, that. And a random Raider that I would like to bring up that is not forgotten is Greg Biekert. Greg Biekert, man.
Beaker. My fondest memory of him is going to play the Colts and having him decipher Manning's audibles, and we whooped the Colts because of that. Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah. The legendary Greg Beaker, man.
Yes, 50. Yeah, he was a bad man. Bad man. That was when linebackers was linebackers, bro. Stick your nose in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what Spillane got the same kind of attitude, man. We got some dudes on this team.
Yeah.
Just gotta keep somehow get a quarterback, which is probably not gonna be easy. So we're gonna talk about quarterbacks a whole lot in this channel. That's what we're gonna focus on for because I think it's that important. So
yeah, definitely.
But yeah. Black, got anything before we get up out of here? Because we're about to end it all and cut it off and move on. Sounds like that's a no. All right.
Well, I'm going to end this by saying my word of the day here is majestic, because we were on a losing streak. We have the first round pick in our hands, which was simply majestic, but now we don't have it anymore. So I'm hoping that somehow we could majestically find a way to, make things pan out for us in the future, because it's hard being a fan, watching this team just in dire straits all the time, and I always say that there's nowhere to go but up, right? But it seems like we're trying to climb out of that gravel pit, but then we just keep falling down as soon as we're going to get out of that pit. And like I said earlier, I feel like, this is a team. I'm at a funeral right now, and I'm watching the casket slowly drop, into the grave. And yeah, man, I just hope things could be brighter, and we'll see how things pan out. Looking forward to the next show that we do, and to all the people watching. I hope for the people that are playing fantasy football, you guys are doing good. I unfortunately got eliminated yesterday because Jalen Hurts got hurt in the first like 7 plays. He got injured, so that ruined my fantasy season. So I unfortunately got eliminated, and so good luck to you guys in the fantasy playoffs if you're still in it. Merry Christmas. Take care of your family, your wife, your kids, your loved ones. Tell the people that you love the most that you love them, because you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great one.
Yeah. What you got, Black? Anything you want to say as we wrap it up there?
I think our compadre is
all right.
I think you're trying to talk, but
I don't know. I don't want to go over them. But I gotta say is go New England, go Jacksonville, go Tennessee, go Cleveland. Y'all go ahead and win another game, please. And
I don't give a fuck now. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. He said,
I don't care who win what now. I hope we get the 10th pick. Shit. That's what we want.
Oh, man.
Well, I hope New England, Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Cleveland find it in their dear hearts to win games, but I wouldn't hold my breath. And like I always say, read in between the lines. Try to stay positive. And stay hot.
And like I always say, I always got to say this where I go. Like always says, stay hot. It's like the yin and the yang. Keep it cool. Keep it light. Keep it fresh.
That's right. And
Be yourself and watch out for Taylor Swift and a long ass back.
Thank you. I need a long back every time, bro. Every time.
All right now.
All right now. Good night.
Have a good one.